All right. Now, we're going to deal with the father of the nation, Abraham. Not Abraham. Abraham. Damn. That's just a diagonal, baby. His name ain't Abraham. What is it? Come on, Hebrew. You know better than everybody. It's Abraham. I can see my man on the okay. He played that card. That right there shows you. That right there shows you the underlying science from Kemet that they stole. Because Ham is symbolic of Egypt in the Bible.
If you know anything about astrology or astronomy, you know that the Draco constellation takes up 1/3 of all the stars in the celestial body. It's the biggest constellation. Takes up 1/3 of all the stars. So when you read in the scriptures that the devil, that dragon, that serpent, got 1/3 of the stars to fall from grace. Mind you, they keep mentioning people or referring to them as stars. Just like, how art thou fallen, O Lucifer, son of the morning. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, calls him the son of the morning. Son of the morning. Morning. Sun. Or Revelation 22:16, where Jesus is called the bright and morning star. Sounds like the sun. So I'll be talking about suns, stars, all the time. Celestial bodies, not people.
Shalom, and welcome to another installment of Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Today's topic is entitled, But There Was No Breath in Them. And I want you to read, this is from Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, and the 8th verse. And I want you to start from the very top. And we're going to read, we might just read the whole chapter. Start from the very beginning.
Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Excuse me. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live.
You can break it down, please.
Come. So basically, when you read the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, this book is there's a lot of symbology in here, and basically these dry bones in the valley represent the children of Israel, or the Israelites, that have no knowledge. You know, that they're like the walking dead, or like zombies. And
Let's name some of the walking dead. We're going to name some of the walking dead, starting with Sankofa, or what I call them, Sankofa. And you're the worst one out of all of them, Sankofa, because you had this truth, and you let them demons get on you and follow this madness, man. All those guys, every last one of them, man. And y'all know who you are, all right? Y'all know who y'all are. All y'all are dead, man. You're dead. Just like the scriptures say.
All right. This is I'll jump back to verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. Now the breath that is speaking about the spirit of understanding that comes from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Because when you go back during the time of Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, what happened was when he was with the disciples, they were witnessing certain things. He was breaking certain things down to them, but their understanding wasn't really fully open. But then after he died and resurrected, then he fully opened up their spirit and their understanding to the scriptures. So these the breath that is talking about the understanding of the Bible coming into the Israelites to wake them up.
Yeah, I got the definition of the word breath from the Blue Letter Bible, the Hebrew word there is rawach, and it says breath, spirit. Down here it says vivacity, vigor, courage. So that's all part of the breath. Now, when I read that part where it says vivacity and vigor, it reminded me of the scripture, we are lively stones. You know? So the opposite of a walking dead would be a person that's alive, you know? And that's what this knowledge does. It brings you to life. It brings life, you know? Also, in the second verse, in the Ezekiel of 37th chapter, it mentions how the bones were dry. Now, the opposite of dry is water. And this is what Yahushua said.
And then look up the key word, dry.
Khan. Yahushua said this. This is in John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So in other words, you're going to be the opposite of dry. You're going to have plenty of understanding. That's what the living water represents. Now I'm going to look up the word dry in the Hebrew. The word there is yabash, and it says dried up. Now, a good example of that is, like the brother said, like the elder said, Sankofa. That guy is dried up, man. You know?
I got a quick piece of this is the book of Proverbs 21:16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Which lets you know that the dead that is talking about in Ezekiel is not talking about physically dead. It's talking about spiritually dead. Wandering away from the knowledge of the understanding of the scriptures, right? So it says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Why? Because he's going to be in the grave. He's going to be those dry bones. Now, when you jump to Isaiah 6:9, it says, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. And, you see that a lot. You out there speaking and teaching, and you have Jake that come up, and they hear the words that you're saying, but they don't understand it. They don't receive it. So it says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy. So there's an actual spirit that's causing these Israelites not to wake up, not to accept the truth, to scoff, to be blinded. There's an actual spirit that no matter how eloquently you break it down or how many precepts you go to and explain it fully, they're not going to get it. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Because if they understand the word, then they'll be healed. But the Lord has blinded a certain amount of Israelites, which is 2/3, so that they won't receive it, so they could receive their judgment.
Yeah, let me say this here. You guys don't know that bullshit, man. Sarah Sue and Betty, you know that shit that you into is bullshit, man. And you can't sleep good. You think there's a conflict in your mind right now, man, about whether you're questioning whether that shit that you was taught is really the truth. We don't question that. We sleep. We don't sleep that good because we know the white man. The white man might kick your door in or something like that. Come martial law. But when I go to sleep, I sleep, man. There ain't no doubt in my mind that we have the truth. We don't question a goddamn thing. All right? We're not wondering, well, maybe we might be Egyptian. We might be Kemetic. We ain't no Kemetic. You guys got doubts in your mind, man. You, Sarah Sue and Betty, you sod nigga, all right? Hey, but I like sod netta. I call you sod nigga, but hey, you know what, man? When you guys actually came down, I was actually happy to see you. If you guys ever come back down, I'll be happy to see you. I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to say, what's up? And I'm going to go to slicing your ass up again, man. We ain't got no anger. All these motherfuckers. We don't got no anger, man. Because we are stable in what we about, man, which is the truth. All right. What's his brother Polite? Brother Polite. You know you ain't thinking right. You ain't sleeping good, man. You know, you need a couple more. You need about 5 more women to comfort your ass, man. All right? Because them 4 women ain't going to do it, man. There's a conflict in your mind, man.
And the last third part of the
Hey, Alim Bey, Dr. Alim Bey, man. I listened to your shit, man. I said, what drug are you on, man? You go into all this cosmic shit, and this word goes into that, and that word goes into that. Cosmic slop. You guys are, I watch you guys for a laugh, man. When I want a good laugh, I watch clowns like you, man. You know? But I can't get mad at y'all because the Most High didn't open up your mind to receive this truth. And what we're teaching is the truth. All right?
I got a precept for you. Now, the elder mentioned about we're showing what we believe in. This is the book of 2 Peter 1:19. It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place. And that's where you are, man. You black conscious guys, we call you black unconscious guys. You're in a dark place, man. This is the light. What we're teaching is the light. And it starts with Yahweh Shai. It starts with the acknowledgement of the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, which you know him as Jesus Christ, but his name is Shai. It starts there, So I'll read it again. It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy. That's the key word, a sure word of prophecy. Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed. And I'm going to tell you something. The elites of this society, they take heed, man. They take heed to the prophecies written in the Bible. That's why they're trying to do away with the Bible. As unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. And another title for Yahweh Shai is the day star. And I believe in the book of Revelation is also...
The day star is not no goddamn Ra. All right?
Right. That's right. I believe in the book of Revelation, he's also known as Lucifer, which the word Lucifer simply means light bearer or day star. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I got Colossians 2 and 6. As you have therefore received Yahweh Shai the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as you have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. So basically, you'll be stable. Matter of fact, this is the book of Matthew chapter 7. Because that whole Egyptologist nonsense, is just that nonsense, because that thing's been around for ages, but they just basically what they try to do is they take it, they try to polish it up and put a new spin on it, but it's all the same old bullshit. It says Matthew 7:24. And you're gonna have guys out there that's gonna get swayed by that, because you got them slick pimp talkers like Polite. He likes to put them words together, and he makes a big wow to the people. But really, when you go back and you analyze what he said and analyze the stuff that he's bringing out, it's all bullshit. There's no substance behind it. It's all like a magician's play on words. A magician's play. It's like a sleight of hand.
So when you read the scriptures,
and it only works on suckers. So the ones of you that follow that bullshit, that black consciousness bullshit, y'all are the suckers, okay? And like I was watching the debate, I think the second debate with the Hebrew brother, what's his name?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12.
No, the other one.
Son of the morning.
Yashawel, whatever, however you say it. He's from out of Atlanta, but he's originally from Brooklyn. Which, according to what I heard, that he tore your ass up, Sarah Sue and Betty. Now, I don't know that. I can't confirm it, because I can't sit there for 5 minutes and listen to the crap that goes on, man. But anyway, there was this one guy, that said that he drove out from Texas. I believe he said Texas, and he drove out, was it 1,500 miles? Now that's a hard fucking drive. I know because I drove. Me and certain other cats, we drove from New York to Arlington, Dallas, that area. We drove out there, and then we had to drive back a couple of days after. That motherfucking drive is hell, man. But this guy was so compelled to see that debate that he took that long ass drive, man. Now I hope Sarnetti gave him his money back, because I would have said, look, brother, how many of y'all came out here to see this? 4 of us. Well, look, I'm gonna give y'all money back. You know, this is on me. You know. But the brother was so compelled and having to be there that he took that long ass drive and not realizing that wasn't the truth. But see, when you pump up something, you know, and you build it up and you get Jake riled up and they're in that dead state of mind, they're going to believe it's the truth. Look, we're the only ones that have the truth, okay? 100%. 100.
I got a quick piece of this is Ephesians 4:14, because polite man, you're a slick son of a gun, but the only people that are not their understanding is not open are gonna fall for your BS.
Hey, if I may say this, you had this guy, Brother Sutek, I think his name is.
Oh, the moderator.
Yeah, and he said we can't have any more Deke O'Malley's among our people. Now that's what polite is. Polite is a Deke O'Malley. Now he made reference to the movie Cotton Comes to Harlem.
I just want to talk to you for a minute. He'll hang himself. Here, brothers. I want to talk to you. I want. God damn it! Wait a minute. You're a preacher. Brothers, sisters, he's still here. Want to beat me to death? Want to beat me, Deke O'Malley? No, listen now. Listen now. Listen to me. I got something to tell you. Listen, no. Don't turn your backs. Listen to me. Don't turn your backs on me. No, listen to me. Listen. I can be like Malcolm. Believe me. Don't turn your backs on me. Don't turn your backs.
In the movie, this guy, what's his name? Calvin Lockhart. The actor Calvin Lockhart played a character by the name of Deke O'Malley, a bullshit-ass preacher. So Brother Sutek made that statement. He said, we can't have no more Deke O'Malleys in our community. Well, that's what polite is. He's nothing but a Deke O'Malley. And by the way...
They're all Deke O'Malleys, man.
Yeah.
They're all Deke O'Malleys. All right?
By the way, Deke O'Malley, he was famous in the movie for being a ladies' man. That's what polite is. He's always flaunting his women, right?
Uh-oh.
He's always flaunting his women. Turn around, baby. Turn around. See that? Yeah, I'll be hitting that.
Oh, well, he flirted his woman around like the preacher in Coming to America.
Yeah.
That was played by this guy, Arsenio Hall.
You know, I didn't come here to preach to you today. But you know, when I look at these contestants for the Miss Black Awareness pageant, I feel good. I feel good because I know there's a God somewhere. There's a God somewhere. Turn around, ladies, for me, please.
You know there's a God who sits on high and looks down low. Man cannot make it like this. Larry Flint, Hugh Hefner, they can take the picture, but they can't make it. Only God above, the Hugh Hefner on high, can make it for you. If you need
Apparently, these are the best women Queens has to offer. Pick one and let's go home.
You can call his name.
Be patient, my friend.
Lord, Lord. Do you love him? Do you feel joy? Say joy.
Joy.
Joy. Can I get an amen? Don't be ashamed to call his name.
Yes, Lord.
Only God can give that woman the kind of joy she has right there. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
I am very happy to be here.
Amen. Amen. Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Yes. I don't know what you come to do, but I come to praise the name. Lord, Lord.
He said, come on up, turn around for me, ladies, please.
Yep.
He said, he said, only God can make it. He said, the Hugh Hefner on high.
Yeah, yeah.
He can take the picture,
Yeah.
but God can make it.
Yeah. Yeah, the same thing in
And
cotton.
that's you. Yep. That's you. What's this guy? Polite.
Yeah. He's always talking about his wives. He's always parading his wives. And it was the same
And that's
thing.
something that a young man did. When I was young, look, I had a lot of women too, okay? Believe it or not, I played the same games that you played. But when you get, I had my share of women, all right? Let me just put it to you that way. But anyway, when you get to a certain age, that ain't all that important. Right. A woman ain't all that important, man. Right. You know? A woman is there for a reason, man. And then you go, but like I said, when you're young, that's how you are, man.
Yeah, to back up the elder, Solomon. Now, Solomon had over 1,000 women. What was his conclusion? He said it's vanity. He said vanity, as a matter of fact, go ahead, say something, brother. I'm going to get that scripture.
So this is Ephesians 4:14. That we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Now this is the word sleight from the Greek. Kubeia, dice playing. Metaphor, the deception of men because dice players sometimes cheated and defrauded their fellow players. So that's what it is, a sleight of men, because what you do, Polite, is you'll take words in the Hebrew that sound similar, and then you'll flip them and act like it's the same word, like you did with the Most High's name and Eve's name. You know, you took both of those, so that was like a sleight of hand. Like, you know, you got the 3-card Molly, you know, and you moving the cards around, and then you might flip one card the one way, you know. That's a sleight of men, and that's what you're into.
You don't know the Hebrew, right. All right, period. And the Hebrew, the so-called Hebrew that you're speaking is that white man's Jewish Hebrew, all right? And then this guy, Sarah Sue and Betty, he had said that he went into the word Abraham, and he said, is Abraham not Abraham? Come on, man. The word there, his original name was Abram, which means Abba Rum, which means exalted father. Mm-hmm. Abba meaning father, Rum meaning exalted. That's why you call a particular animal a ram. Why do you call him a ram? It's from the Hebrew word to mean exalted, high. The rams are on the tops of the mountains.
Yeah.
So that's an actual Hebrew word.
That's right.
Okay? His name was, first of all, his wife's name was changed from Sarah Yai or Sharayah, which means Shara, meaning princess. It's a feminine form of saying prince. The masculine form of saying prince or the word prince is Shah. All right? Spelled in the Hebrew, Shara. The word, the syllables it becomes one syllable. Right. Shah. All right? Which means prince. That's where you get the word Israel from. The word Israel is from Yashar Allah, not Yeshriel. That's not his name. Like Dr. Alim Bey did a thing in the title is Halloween, and he said the word Israel means exalted to God or exalted to heaven. That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that. The word Israel means Yah, Shar, Allah. I said the word Shar is Hebrew word for prince. So the word Yah means he, the prefix of the word. Shar means prince, and the word out of Israel, the L is Allah. He, Prince God. Or he is a prince of God. What is a prince? If you call yourself a prince of God, what's another name for that? He is a son of God. The son of a king is called a prince. When they say prince so-and-so and prince such and such, if his father is still living, his title would have to be king. So the Most High is a king, so we are the princes of the Most High. We are the sons of the Most High. Like you people get all messed up in Genesis, the 6th chapter, about the sons of God laid with the daughters of men. And then you say, well, I was talking about them angels. It ain't talking about no angels. It's talking about the actual Adamites that were on the earth that had sex, or that got with the daughters of men, which are the other nations. You guys go into these, don't use the scriptures, man. If you don't know the scriptures, don't use the scriptures, all right? But anyway, going back, because we got to go into the words now, because these guys mangle the words, man. Yeah, they mangle. The word Sarah is Shara, which is the feminine way of saying prince. Shah is prince. Shara is princess. Her name before she was known as Sarah was Sharaya, which is my princess. Whose princess was that? Abraham's princess. The Most High said her name shall no more be called Sharaya or my princess, pertaining to Abraham's princess, but her name shall be Shara, which means princess, because out of her is going to come the children of Israel, the Ishmaelites, and many other nations, all right? Yeah. That came out of her. Yeah, so Abram, Abaram, father exalted, became, the Most High say your name shall be Abaraham. Abaraham is Abaraham. Abaraham, which means Abba, father of many, or father of a multitude. Right. Now the word is Abaraham. Abaraham. I'm sorry. I said Abaraham. I said Abaraham. Now, the word chum, where you guys get the word Kemetic. The word Kemetic comes from the Hebrew word chum, which means hot. That's where you get the word chemistry. The word chemistry, what is chemistry? When you have elements come together, clashing elements, and they become hot, like lights. Somebody was explaining, how do you get light? It's when you got elements clashing together, and it performs chemistry. There's certain woman that you get with, she might look good as hell to your friend, but you ain't feeling them, man. I done been with women that look good as hell, but I wasn't feeling them, man. And there was other chicks that I got with that didn't look as good as this chick, but I had crazy chemistry with that woman, man. You get with a woman and you stay with a woman because of your chemistry. All right? Gad, which are the North American Indians, and Reuben and all that, they call it medicine. In the movie Dances with Wolf, when the Edomite chick got with Kevin Costner because her husband, which is a Gadite, had died in battle. They hooked them up together, and they were talking among themselves, and they said, let's see if they have medicine. What do you think the word medicine means? Another way of saying chemistry. Because you can get with a woman that's fine as hell, and all of a sudden you ain't feeling the bitch no more, man. And your buddies are looking at you like, what's wrong with this dude? You ain't got the chemistry. Or she might not got the chemistry with you. You get with a woman that you have the right medicine or the right chemistry, the right hum, which is heat, all right? And man, there's certain women that I used to deal with that I used to go to see her, man, and in my mind I say to myself, I said, this chick makes my blood boil. I'll say that to myself. Like this chick makes my blood boil. Meaning I got chemistry for this chick. Y'all better learn how to get into words, man. And then now the elder got online etymology. The etymology be going off. Put in the word Israel. The etymology dictionary, online dictionary, they go off too, man. Now what does it say?
It says Old English, the Jewish people. From Latin, Israel. From Greek, from Hebrew, Yisrael, he that striveth with God.
That doesn't mean that, man. So just because you type in something in the online etymology dictionary, it doesn't mean you're going to get the right word, man. Like I look up the word bank. Now they give you a bunch of different definitions, right? Go to the word bank. Look now, read it.
The bank, the noun, it says financial institution, late 15th century, from either Old Italian banca or Middle French banquet, itself from the Italian word, both meaning table. The notion is of the money lender's exchange table, from a Germanic source of Old High German bank, bench.
Bench. Old High German for the word bench. What is a bench? A bench is really a table. When you open up a bank account and you want to talk to, you want to get a mortgage or you want to open up an account, if you already have an account, you go to the teller, you sign the form and you deposit money or you cash a check or you do whatever. When you want to go further than the teller, you talk to the bank officer. Where is he at? He takes you in the office. There's a table there. He's sitting on the chair on one side, you sitting on the chair on the other side. That table in the middle is a bench, which is a table. Okay? That table is where you do banking. Okay, that's where the word comes from. That's where you get the word bank from. The word means table. High German, Old German, which means table. You sit on one side, he sits on the other side, and you discuss banking. Now, why did they call it table? When you got the scripture. I can get it for you, where they had sat at tables and they exchanged doves and the money. Because the origins of that goes back to, on one level, it goes back to the money changers, because when you when the Israelites, they were required to come to Jerusalem in the land of Israel 3 times out of the year, pursuant to Deuteronomy 16:16, and one of those times were the Passover. And what happened was, whatever country that you dwelt at, because you had Israelites scattered all over the place. And they left their seed all over the place. And when they would come into, and they would keep the customs of Israel because they knew that they were Israelites. They would come into Jerusalem to keep the Passover. And then they would go before these money changers, which were Israelites, which were like guys of prominent positions, Sadducees and so forth. And what they would do is they would take the money of whatever country that you living in, that silver, because money back then was gold and silver. Your exchange of money was gold and silver. And you would take your silver of that country, you would take an ounce of silver, 10 ounces of silver, and then you would turn them into the shekel. Because in order for you to pay your offerings, your tithes, your anything, you couldn't give them a Persian coin. They wouldn't accept it. You have to change your money over to the shekel, or the Hebrew form of money, so you can understand. And then when you take that money, you would give it to the high priest, you would give it to the temple, you would give your offerings, okay? Now what these guys did, the middlemen did, they put an interest on that shit. So they made profit off of that. That's why even Bill Still said that. And you can bring that up if you want. Where Bill Still said that. He said that was the only time that the Lord went off, man. Grabbed the whip and turned over tables, benches, banks, and whipped the hell out of them. And when he made a statement, he said, "My house shall be my house shall not be a house of a den of thieves, but my father's house shall be a house of prayer." Get that, so we can get the actual.
Yeah, this is the actual quote that Yahushua said. He said, Matthew, the book of Matthew 21:13, and said unto them, "It is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves."
You have made it a den of thieves. And that's what all you guys are doing, man. Hey, ISUPK, you guys did that debate. Now you're selling the copies of the DVD for $25. Because it's about money with you guys, man. Nate, you all about goddamn money, man. To keep that dragon of yours happy. Okay? Yeah, she is a dragon, okay? She's a motherfucking dragon. And if you got a problem with that, you know where I am.
Matthew 21:12, and Yahushua went into the temple of the Most High and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers.
What did he do? He overthrew the banks. Who's running the world today? The bankers, dummy. The Rothschilds, what were they? Money changers, bankers. The patriarch of the Rothschilds, it was who? What's his name? Moses Amschel Bauer, which he was a rabbi. If you're a rabbi, you got to the word rabbi, Rabboni, means master. What did he master? He mastered the law. So he understood how the money system worked, man. You want to control, even one of the Rothschilds said that. Give me the power to control the nation's money system, and I care not who makes the laws. And that went over your head.
It says,
well, if I may, it was Andrew Jackson. He borrowed a statement from Yahushua about the bankers. He said, "You are, and by
you are den of thieves, and by the eternal God, I shall rout you out."
That's it.
It says, and overthrew the table.
And it was the devil that said that, which he was a fucking Indian killer. You fucking devil.
Wait a minute. Why didn't he quote the Enuma Elish? Why didn't he quote the Kibra Negas?
He wasn't there to teach him.
He quoted the Bible, man. Andrew Jackson quoted the Bible when he said, "You are a den of thieves, and by God, I'll rout you out." All right? Showing you the power of the book, showing you the power once again.
Was suing Betty. He admitted that, well, the Bible didn't, what's the word, plagiarize everything from the Egyptians, just some of it. Well, what's some? You guys make these empty fucking statements, man, and you don't back it up with nothing, man. You just make these statements. So when guys like us question you as to what year was that, who did that, who discovered it, how much of it was plagiarized, y'all don't know what to say. Y'all don't know what to say. That's why your black asses did not come back down to 34th Street, man. We know you niggas, man.
Just for the record, we'll say it again. The Bible is the most powerful book on the planet Earth, bar none. All right?
And the Enuma Elish ain't shit. And the Epic of Gilgamesh ain't shit. All right? None of them books ain't shit.
Ain't worth a hill of beans. It says, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves. Now I looked up that word table in the Blue Letter Bible, and it comes from the Greek word trapeza, right? It says a table. To set a table, the point is down here. The table or stand of a money changer, where he sits, exchanging different kinds of money for a fee, agio, and paying back with interest, loans, or deposits. So basically, that's the same concept that the banks use today. You know, it's called fractional reserve banking. You know, they'll have a certain amount of money, and then they'll lend above that amount. You know, which is 10%. All they have to do is have 10% of whatever they're going to loan out in the bank, and then they charge exorbitant amounts of interest, which is usury. You know, based off of money that doesn't even exist. Because in order for them to loan you $1,000, all they have to do is have $100 within the bank, and they can loan you $1,000. So here it is, they only have $100, but they're loaning you $1,000, which don't exist, and then they're charging you interest.
And they don't even deal with the 10% fractional reserve. It's probably 1%. Because now they don't. That's why the society's going down, man. This society, you can't even see. And you black consciousness, stop calling yourself black consciousness, man. And that term, by the way, you stole it. Since you want to talk about we plagiarize shit, you stole that from the South Africans, man. Black consciousness movement. You stole that from the black Africans, man.
Well, no, I was looking at the book of Psalms 23 and 5. David said, thou preparest a table, because in the book of Romans 11 and 33, the Heavenly Father compares this knowledge to money. All right? And money is exchanged at the table. So David made...
because they sold out to the bankers.
Yeah.
That's why the word table's there. Because they sold out to the bankers, the elite.
That's right. Yeah, they bring you to the table. The deal is made at the table, right? But anyway, David used the same reference when he said this, Psalm 23 and 5. Thou preparest a table before me, meaning the knowledge, which is akin to money, which is laid on the table, which the Most High, spiritually, the Most High gave us the knowledge. He laid it for us on the table, which goes back to the word bank. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. So all these analogies is attributed to the knowledge. Oil, table, money. So it all ties in, man, But like Elder Tar said, man, you guys got to learn your words, man. Words are very important, the understanding and the meaning of words. You got this knucklehead, what's his name? That guy in... Nathaniel. His name escaped me for a minute there. He's saying that you don't have to look up words. You don't need to learn.
He's a fucking clown, man.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, you're a clown in blackface. You're a clown in blackface, and your men are clowns, man.
Yeah, And really, that's what stunts your growth. That's why you guys ain't growing. Because number one, you don't even know the meaning of words. You use words. And you don't even know what it means, the true meaning of the word. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right, so we're going back to Ezekiel 37 and 5. Because, the scriptures speak about, they speak about different measurements of money. Like the word for money in the Hebrew is kasap, which means silver. Right. And then you have the term shekel, which is basically like a shekel, which also means money. It's like a measurement of money,
which is laid on the table. Everything is put on the table. Hey, even people today, when they want to deal business, they say, "Well, let's put our cards on the table." Does that mean they have an actual set of cards that they lay on the table? No, they want to discuss business, right? Which leads to what? Finance, which leads to money.
All right, so This is back in Ezekiel 37:5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power."
Can I say this? I looked up the word table from Isaiah 65, and it says the Hebrew word there is shalachwan, all right, which means table of king's table, private use, sacred uses, okay? Of king's table, private use, sacred uses. Now the Rothschilds are the kings over the whole earth. So when they do things, they do it privately. Do their what? Their tables, which are the banks. The banking system.
Yeah, that's why when they set up the first Bank of the United States back in 1791, the charter was 20 years, and they had got a foothold. 1791, they got a foothold in America and the money system. They were getting money, so the charter was 20 years later. They were supposed to be renewed in 1811. So when 1811 came around, Nathan Rothschild said, "Look, if you guys don't renew this charter, you're going to find yourself in a vicious war." And what happened? The very next year, you had the what? The War of 1812, which was not a war of whatever it was a bankers' war.
Yeah, another reference to tables. This goes back to the history of when the Israelite foreigners were. Well, let me just read it. This is the book of Acts 6:1-2. "And in those days, when the number of the disciples was multiplied, there arose a murmuring of the Grecians against the Hebrews," the Grecians being the Israelite foreigners, "because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration," meaning they weren't getting enough money. All right? "Then the 12 called the multitude of the disciples unto them and said, It is not reason that we should leave the word of the Heavenly Father and serve tables." What does it mean? Essentially, right. Become bankers. Take care of these Israelite foreigners who are being called Grecians. Take care of their financial needs. That's why he said it is not reason that we should leave the word of the Heavenly Father and what? Serve tables. Meaning administer money. And years ago, we used to be on tables. And we had oils on the table. And what were we doing? We were selling those oils and making money on those tables. Right? So all these analogies tie in.
All right, so basically going back.
Hey, I looked up the word War of 1812, right? It says the War of 1812 was a 32-month military conflict between the United States of America and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland and the North American colonies and the Indian allies, all right? The outcome resolved many issues, which I'm going to show you that it was a bankers' war issues which remain from the American War of Independence, going back to the 1776, 1791, all right? But involved no boundary changes. The United States declared war in 1812 for several reasons, including trade restrictions brought about by Britain's continuing war with France, the impressment, which basically is slavery, of American merchant sailors into the Royal Navy, because the Royal Navy went around and kidnapped American naval men and put them in slavery. That's where the word impressment come from, man. So it was a bankers' war. When you extrapolate this reading, it's talking about a bankers' wars, because it said the United States declared war in 1812 for several reasons, including trade restrictions brought about by Britain's continuing war with France, the impressment of American merchants, slavery, because they were putting American merchants into slavery, into the Royal Navy, man. So once you put this all together, then your eyes open up, man. And we ain't reading no book and we read. That's what Polite does. He reads a book, then he spews out the shit. He regurgitates the shit that he read. We reading this as we bring this to you as we read it, man. As we look up certain words. And you people, like going back to that debate, the last debate that they had with Sarah Sue and Betty and the Hebrew brother, they had these people asking questions, and even Sarah Sue and Betty was kind of getting mad at them because they think that these guys have the this hidden knowledge, like it's in one big book, and here's a book of all knowledge, the book of mirrors, you know. And he got mad at him, and he basically said, if I remember correctly, he said, look, y'all got to look for this yourself. Because knowledge is not in one, the information is not in one book. Like, for example, I'm going to give props to them guys. Sarah Sue and Seti, them guys, what's his name, Shaka Amos. That's the right way to say it? Shaka Amos. I said Shaka Amos. Shaka Amos, that brother's a deep researcher, man. That dude gets, you can see that he actually reads, man. This guy actually reads. So now, when it comes to learning about that Egyptian history, you got to go to them guys. You got to go to them, man. Because they read all those books. They read all them books. Now, when we speak about Egypt, we don't go all into the books. We go into a little knowledge here and there. But those are the guys, man. All right? But is that the truth? No, it's not the truth. You might have the correct information of Egypt, all right? But that doesn't make you an Egyptian, all right? And then your thing is you kind of acknowledge that, some of you acknowledge that you're not Egyptians, but we should study the ways of Egypt. Why we got to study the ways of fucking Egypt, man? Huh? Egypt is no longer, never came back into power. The Ptolemy dynasty took that shit over, man. And that was it. That was history. It became history, man. Then the Arabs took it over, man. I believe by a man, led by a man by, I think his name was Muhammad Ali. Okay? And the Arabs, I forget the exact year, but the Arabs had Egypt going back centuries, man. I looked it up, but I forget the exact. I can easily look it up, but it ain't important, man. You look it up yourself. That's what you got to do. You got to look up things, man. Well, when they gonna give me the answer, nigga? Look it up, man. Look it up. Okay? It's called research, man. Somebody searches out something. He puts it. Puts it in a document. And researching meaning you go back to where he got it from and you read what he figured out. That's called research, man. And then Sarah Sue and Betty acknowledged in one of the videos in the last debate that they got that from the white man. All that Egyptian knowledge, they got it from the white man. Okay? So you should question every goddamn thing, man. That's your problem, black man. You don't question nothing.
That's right. All right, so this is back in Ezekiel 37:5. That's the reason why this lesson is called what it's called. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and you shall live, and you shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And you see that, you see certain Israelites out there coming together. They don't know they're Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. They're coming together to make an effort, for conscience sake, so to speak, right? It says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them, because they don't have any breath in them. Because
that applies to you black consciousness groups, because you are coming together, okay? Just grab a seat, get all into the fray, man. Today's topic is entitled, what was the topic? But there was no breath in them. And we've been getting on your people, man. We've been getting on Sam Coffin and Sarah Sue and Betty. Been talking about the last debate, so you already know the deal, man. Okay.
Well, Sam Coffin down.
You got put in this
car. You saw the videos. I know all y'all seen the videos, all up on the TV. all up on the videos. That nice 5-part series that we did on your ass. Hey, man, as you can see, I haven't got my comment on yet. I'm already jumping in your ass. But, hey, saying Kofa, man, you done, you through, it's over. Just
Why
quit.
even talk about him? Why even talk about him?
And so another too.
He's insignificant, man.
Yeah.
He's insignificant. Why even mention that dude, man? You know?
Yeah. Oh, and hey, besides another, I'm gonna reiterate what I said on the videos. So another, I ain't really got no problem with you. You making your money. You just a nigga.
And like I said, y'all can come out anytime y'all want. We'll say hi, we'll smile, we'll hug you, and then we'll proceed to cut your ass even some more and corner your ass, man. Okay? Make you sweat.
And so another, that brother last week, the video that Elder Tahar put up with that other Jake, what's his name, Dr. something, the one that he called the guy's wife. You better watch out, so another, cause yeah, Omar Johnson. You better watch that brother. Sound like if he see you, man, he gonna take you apart. He sound like he gonna take you apart for that wickedness you did, man, consulting with his wife. And that's why, Sarnetta, I called you Robert Jones, because we thought about it during the week. What the shit you did is what Robert Jones actually did to me, man. Conspired with my so-called wife to bring my ass to council, man. You did the same shit. You and Robert Jones might actually be related, the guy I was talking about in the video, man. Because you wicked as goddamn hell, man. Because you all about making money. And Polite, we haven't heard from him. I haven't seen no new videos from Polite. He got his head in the sand. Because the guy from ISUPK messed him up at the debate, made him look bad. Okay? Through the Spirit of the Lord, that was the Most High just promoting Israel, man.
Hey, I got a question, right? I'm looking through this here book, the book that you swear by, and I remember when this book came out, and I remember why, I remember why this book was written. This book was written against us at that time because we were taking some of your people from Dr. York, so you got mad. But anyway, in this book, right? You're reading this book, and damn. Now it speaks about Abraham, right? It says Abraham, this is on page 107. It says Abraham, this is figure 75. Abraham, son of Terah, which is right, and Nunah. Who the hell is Nunah? Where'd you get that? Hey, where'd you get Abraham's mother's name from, man? Abraham, son of Terah, and Nunah. Okay? This is Eber. They got Eber looking just like Shaw. Eber, son of Selah and Hudith. Okay, this is Selah. Okay, now this is Selah, the father of Eber, right? Salah, rather, the father of Eber. Salah, son of Arphaxad, which is right on that, and Hamas. Where'd you get his mother's name from, man? What book did you find that out of?
No, he got it from the planet he was on. Remember,
he got it from the planet Risk, right?
Planet Risk. Yeah.
See, man, you guys made a big mistake in fucking with the GMS, man. You should have fucked with Nate 7. It's good that you fuck with ISUPK, man, because my main man, General Yohana, he's hibernating right now, man. He's underground some goddamn where, along with Shaky Nate, and that whatever supplement that they gave your ass, that shit is wearing off and you're shaking again, nigga. That's why your ass don't come out on to Queens no goddamn more.
Yeah, I got a scripture because, those black conscious guys, they try to come up against the Bible, debunk the Bible, and it's really the Bible that's destroying their movement, pulling that thing apart like a wet chicken. This is Isaiah 8:14 and 15.
I'm sorry, brother.
No, that's all right.
Shem, son of Noah, and Mama. That's the woman that she came up with Mama's fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
Now check this out. Noah, son of Lamech, and Camila. Wow.
And
Wow.
And this is the guy that you praise, Polite. No wonder you're as bugged out as he is, man. You know, Isaiah 8:14, because this ties into it. It says, "And he shall be for a sanctuary." For us, this Bible is a sanctuary for us, and the elite, the hopefully the elect of the Heavenly Father. This is our sanctuary, the Bible. Not you guys. This is not your sanctuary. That's why you're trying to debunk it. But for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, and for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. You just been trapped up, man. Polite, Sankofa, Sarah Sue and Betty. Who else? Sarnetta. You just ran into the gin and the snare, man, which is the Bible, which essentially is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. You've been trapped up, man. What do you think a gin and a snare is? and here's the 15th verse. "And many among them, such as you guys, shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken." Now you tell me that ain't those guys. You stumble. Your that philosophy you had, that thing stumbled. Some of you been broken. Your confidence has been broken. You know, Sankofa. You look like a wounded animal in that video, man. And be snared. What's another word for snare? Trap. And be taken. You're about to be taken. All right?
Yeah, and Salty Soup and Spaghetti, man. They at the end of that debate, they should have just carried you out in a coffin, man. With some pallbearers, man. No, I didn't see the whole debate yet, but I heard that brother destroyed your ass. You came with that bullshit, talking all that shit about what you was gonna do. And the Lord shut your ass down, man. You won't have 6 pallbearers. You only have like 2, because you're a little dude. You probably about 3 feet tall, man.
I gotta read that.
The Hebrew cat, the Hebrew brother from Atlanta said he gonna after he finished with you're gonna wear that dress in the mall, man. Okay. Hey, we knew that you were gonna lose because you started doing this shit. Yeah. Family. Hey, man. Hey, but you know, I watch you guys, man, for a good laugh. Man. You know? I mean, if y'all ever want to come down, you're always invited, man. You're always invited on 34th and 7th on Saturdays, man. We'll be down there waiting for you, man. Like I said, we'll give you a hug, all right? We'll say hi, we'll give you a smile, and then we'll proceed to cut your ass and question everything that you about, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. Hey, again, the 15th verse, "And many among them," that's you guys, man. That's prophecy. See? That's something you guys don't deal with, prophecy. All that bullshit you talk about Egypt, where's prophecy in that?
Yeah, my question is this. Let's all say we just woke up all one morning and all of us said we Egyptians, we're Kemet. What if all of the Negro race, you know?
Right.
What if they just woke up and said we Kemet? Now what? What you gonna do now?
Yeah, now what?
The fuck you gonna do now, man?
Where's our prophecy?
Where do we go from there, huh?
Where do we go from here? Yeah.
Now you throw that question back at me. Well, what do you guys, if all the Hebrews woke up? Well, if all the Hebrews woke up, the Most High come back and take your ass out, man.
That's right.
You know what? You going to wear, brother, overnight, yeah. Brother.
That's right.
I got a scripture to back that up.
And again, what is that? That's prophecy. All right? See how important prophecy is? Now, prophecy said that you guys would stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken. You know, that verse is powerful, man, that 15th verse, because that's you guys, man. Stumble, fall, be broken, be snared, and be taken. That's what you get for trying to come up against the Bible. The Bible is our book, man. The Bible belongs to the so-called black man and the so-called North American Indian man, so-called Puerto Rican man, essentially the 12 tribes. That's our book. All right?
I got something real quick. This is Psalms 81 and 13 to back up what Elder Tahar said. It says, "Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever." So the kingdom would come. And what does the kingdom entail? It entails us having the other nations in subjection as slaves. including the Africans, including, yes, the Egyptians and the South Africans and the North Africans and the Watusi and the Sudanese and all them, you know, the Cushites. So that's the difference. See, the difference between, besides us having the truth and you guys not, you guys have no direction to where you're going. You're just out there figuring that you're just going to debate as old men in wheelchairs with canes coming in there talking shit, you know, until you just drop dead. You know, what is it? Where does this all end? What is the final analysis of everything? You know, and with us, the kingdom of heaven. You know, the kingdom of heaven, which means that you other nations, you're going to be in slavery. We're going to be taskmasters over you. We're going to be set back up in power. You know, we're going to rule the earth, you know, and all nations are going to be forced to follow behind us, follow our laws, statutes, and commandments. The whole earth is going to be turned back to righteousness. Evil is going to be stomped out. The white man is going to be in slavery for 1,000 years. After that 1,000 years, they're going to be gathered up together and be burnt up in a big bonfire. Those are things to look forward to. No more disease. No more black women being hoes. No more Puerto Rican women being hoes. No more abortions. No more black on black crimes or Latino. Yeah, no more drugs. No more homosexuals. No more lesbians. No more eating pork, shrimp,
smoking
lobsters.
weed. That's out the window too.
No more weed smoking. You know, no more diseases or none of that. It's all going to be gone.
Yeah, I got a scripture for you. This is the book of 2 Timothy 3:13. Nevertheless, that's right. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Now, we didn't read this in the Kibra Negas. We didn't read this in the Enuma Elish, all right? Or any of those books that you guys talk about. We're reading that in the Bible. The King James Bible 1611 edition. 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his prophecy, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because it damn sure don't dwell here. All right? So that's what we got to look forward to, all right? Yeah. So you guys talking this Egypt shit, you ain't got nothing to look forward to. As a matter of fact, you talking this Egypt shit, the real Egyptians don't even know that they're Egyptians. That's how much the Lord destroyed Egypt, ancient Egypt, all right?
Neither do these guys know. They don't know who Egyptian
well,
is.
Elder Tar asked
you couldn't point out an Egyptian if he was spinning on top of your head, man.
That's right.
You couldn't point out an Egyptian, man.
That's right. You guys are just taking pot shots in the dark, man. You ain't hitting nothing. You ain't hitting no target. You're just taking shots in the dark. You got a bunch of...
I'm going to have to steal a line from James Brown. All right? Just talking loud.
And saying nothing.
You're like a dull knife. You just ain't cutting. Just talking loud and saying nothing. And saying nothing.
That's right. And the only applause you get is these simple-minded women. They're the main ones that are behind that, supporting you behind that movement, because they don't know nothing. You know, that's why you're always constantly bigging up the women, because you know the main ones that come to your gathering is women. Black women and big fat whales that now that's fat. They're the ones that come to your meeting and uplift you. So you figure you got to do a turnaround so you can generate that income. We see your game, man. We see right through that fucking bullshit, all right?
Hey, man, I was talking to the brother in the car. Even them guys, like, talking about the community and all that shit. Fuck the community, man. Black people, man, the community, Latinos as well, all the community will turn on your ass, man. Even my man brought that out in that movie, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. I was thinking about it. My man John Slade, Bernie Casey, he played John Slade. He was like a Shaft type guy, right? Back in the 70s, he was out there fighting Mr. the crime boss. He was cleaning up the community. But then the community, right, they said his methods were too brutal, so they protested against him and got him shut down. Because the scene where, this guy, Keenan Ivory Wayans went to go see, in that movie, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, he went to go see John Slade. said, look, man, you got to come back. You got to come back. We got to stop Mr. Big. You got to, come on, John Slade, man. I was one of them kids in the community that looked up to you. He said, look, man, the community, the people. He said, man, I was out there doing this and doing that, and it was the people that said that my methods are too rough, man. So fuck the people, fuck the community. Even Bernie Casey said that. Bernie Casey said that in the movie. He said, man, I was out there doing this for the community and doing that, and then they protested my ass and got me. Man, fuck the community. You know? Hey, so they brought that out in that movie. They brought that up. The movement, the community is full of shit. Them niggas out there, man. Like Elder Tahar was bringing out last week. The guy out there giving potato chips and like that's the new Shamya Allah, man. There's some potato chips, some water. Niggas are starving with a bag of corn chips and potato chips gonna feed you, man. That's just that's a half a snack. And giving them cigarettes is gonna kill them, give them cancer. Okay? Dummy.
I'm going to say this to him. I'm going to say, how can you snack? That's an inside joke. Anyway, get me 1 Kings 8 chapter 29 verse on down. Because I said a couple of weeks ago, you know, we teaching this truth, and the niggas looking for what's in the box. You know, what you gonna give us a free turkey with that truth? You know? And I said a couple of weeks ago, I said, look, we ain't gonna give you the truth in a sandwich. It don't work like that. All we gonna give you is the truth, all right?
This is 1 Kings 8 and 29. That thine eyes may be open toward this house night and day, even towards the place of which thou hast said, my name shall be there. That thou mayest hearken unto the prayer which thy servant shall make toward this place, and hearken thou to the supplication of thy servant and of thy people Israel, when they shall pray toward this place, and hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and when thou hearest, forgive. If any man trespass against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to cause him to swear, and the oath come before thine altar in this house, then hear thou in heaven, and do and judge thy servants, condemning the wicked to bring his way upon his head, and justifying the righteous to give him according to his righteousness.
Now, that's the answer. If all of us come together and pray to the Father as a people, the Most High bring this man down. But the Most High set it up where we're not going to all come together, so that the Most High's prophecies can be fulfilled. Okay? The reason why you guys are into that Hamitic bullshit that you're in, and it's all bullshit, man, is so the Most High, in other words, the Most High put you in that deep sleep. Okay? And you ain't going to get out of it unless the Most High wake your mind up, man. Unless the Most High tap into your pineal gland, into your spirit, and wake you up. Because you're the dead.
I got scripture, man. Jeremiah 44 and 8. This is pertaining to you niggas. And this is why the Lord did what he did back then, and he going to do it again now. Because you, pursuant to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, y'all niggas polite and all you guys, you the same guys back, reincarnated back into the earth in different bodies, man. Reincarnations in the scriptures. Jeremiah 44 and 8. And that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands, building all them idols. Israel, man, y'all like they did with Aaron, man. When we was in Mount Sinai, they made Aaron make that damn golden calf and them African Egyptian symbols and all that shit. Israel be making that shit. Israel be putting that together, man. Okay, putting on dashikis and all that different African symbols and shit like that up in your house. And that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands. All right, that's Israel burning incense unto other gods in the land of Egypt. See, there you go. So Israel, they went down into goddamn Egypt back then, right? They went down into Egypt, and they actually went back into the land of Egypt. When the Most High brought us out of Egypt, you had a lot of niggas, even during the time of Jeremiah, that was long after the time of Moses, that was going back down into Egypt just for the sole purpose of worshiping them goddamn Egyptian gods, man. Because a lot of them niggas their heart never left Egypt, man.
Yeah, can I say this to back up what you're saying? Like Polite, when he came down there and he said there's a mention of Tammuz in the scriptures and saying that you had Israelites worshiping Tammuz, and I believe I said, yeah, because they were wicked. Because they were following, you got to understand from the very beginning, they kept wanting to follow the ways of the other nations. Okay?
Con? Okay, and I'll finish up.
This is the book of 2 Kings 17. Just to back up Elder Tahar, what he just said, because they were doing that secretly. That's why nobody really knew what was really going on, because they kept it under wraps, so to speak. That's why. How you think Jeroboam was able to get him? You know, because he brought out openly what they were doing secretly. 2 Kings 17 and 8, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord, their power, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city, and they set them up images and groves in every high hill.
You see? Can I say something on that? When you seen that video with Sankofa and saw a nigga in the back, right in the background, man, and I know for a fact that was fucking saw a nigga's house, that nice big ass plush apartment with that big leather couch, man. He looked like he's living pretty comfortable. But anyways, right behind Sankefi on the back, he had that big golden Egyptian head. Then he had the golden Nefertiti head, Osiris and all that shit. Then he had a poster in the back there with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King all up on it, the African shit and all that stuff. And then I broke down in the video, Sankofa, you had the damn button with Huey Newton on it. And I told you on the video about the Panthers, how they were established by the elite bankers. And then I told you about Huey Newton. He was a drug dealer. He was a cross-dresser. He used to like to dress up like a woman. You didn't know that about Huey Newton, did you? He used to like to dress up like a goddamn woman. A lot of them Black Panther dudes, man, they were freaks, man. And then the other dude, too, Eldridge Cleaver, he was a cross-dresser, man. He used to like to dress. He was the guy that had like them light eyes.
Do you have true facts on that, brother?
Oh yeah,
you just can't be saying that. No.
No.
Okay, if you got see anything we say, we're gonna give you facts,
well,
all right?
Like I said in
and
the
if
video,
we can't give you the facts, we're gonna tell you, well, look, we don't got the facts. Something that you guys do not do.
Well, I ain't got documents on it.
You just admitted. I give it to Sarah Sue and Betty. Salty Sue and what do you call it? Salty soup and spaghetti. You did admit on the last debate that you got this information from the white man. Okay. You did admit that, okay?
Well, Elder Tahar, I got this information from the horse's mouth. I got it from actual people who were with the Black Panthers.
But they can be lying, brother.
Yeah, they could be lying, but I don't think so. Through the Spirit, I don't think so. Okay? I got this from people that was actually guys. I know people. I know guys that was actually Black Panthers back in the days, and some of their children, dudes that was around these people that know.
Can we get in contact with these cats?
Yeah, we probably can get in contact
well,
with some
but you know what, man?
Yeah.
I don't want y'all to say that, y'all can't. Y'all just said that.
Well,
anything you say, you got to have the facts to back up what you're saying, man. You just can't go willy-nilly no more, man. Yep. That's why you don't see Nate no more. You haven't seen him in like 3 months. Johanna, we don't know where the hell he's at. That nigga's MIA.
Yep. Hey, well, you know what, Elder Tahar? I can plug into my connections and we can conjure these people up. And then furthermore, like I said in the video as well, I had family members who was in the Black Panthers. My uncle, on my mother's side of the family. And my uncle Malcolm, he's passed on now, okay, which I knew him personally, and he knew me when I came into Israel. He didn't pass away till like maybe a year after I came into the truth, and he knew I was an Israelite and all that. He was with the Panthers, and then he was with the branch that broke off from the Panthers and formed the Black Stone Rangers. So he told me, he used to tell me about a lot of crooked shit that used to go on, and he himself told me about how Huey Newton and Bobby Seale was sold out, man. My own uncle.
Which we knew that. We knew that. Them guys are all set up by the bankers. Going back to the bench. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna read this real quick. Now we're gonna go. I see we're gonna have to go into overdrive on this one. All right. This is 1 Kings. Yeah, we got to make a new account, GMS Overdrive. You know. This is 1 Kings, the 12th chapter and the 28th verse. It says, "This is a king Rehoboam, which is an Ephraimite that set himself as king again, in contrary to Jeroboam, the son of Solomon." This is the 28th verse. 1 Kings 12 and 28. It said, "Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold." The calf of gold goes back to what? Goes back to Egypt. When they left out of Egypt, the people of Israel that went out of Egypt, they had caused Aaron to, they put the gold together and they caused Aaron to make a calf, the golden calf, which is a symbol of Egypt, okay? Which is idol worship. It says 28 verse again, "Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem." Right? "Behold, thy gods." All right? That's why Tammuz is mentioned in Ezekiel, the what is that, the 13th chapter. And what's this other one? The main god, it starts with a B. He comes out of the no, not Baal. Baal is one of them, but there's another one I always mention that's mentioned in the Epic of Gilgamesh, I think it is. Or no, the Enuma Elish. What's the chief god? It starts with a B. I'm sorry, Marduk. I said B. It starts with an M. Marduk, which is Merodach in the book of Jeremiah. They also mention the Queen of Heaven, which goes back to Semiramis, which goes back to the Cushite god, the mother of Nimrod. All right. It says, behold thy gods. This is what the Ephraimite did. O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. Now, why would a fucking Egyptian god bring you out of the land of Egypt, man? Huh?
That's right.
Don't make no goddamn sense.
That's ridiculous.
That's ludicrous. 29. "And he set the one in Bethel." By the way, let's break down words. Okay? Bethel means, well, go to the origin, you know, that bullshit etymology online, and put in the word Bethel. I want to see what that bullshit, that shit should say, man. They might get it right, because that's an easy word to break down.
Bethel 16:10, a place where God is worshipped, from Hebrew Bethel, house of God.
They got it right. Give them a hand. They got it right. They don't always get it right, but they got it right. That's what the word means. The word Bethel is Bayath, which means house, and El, which means Allah. Bayath Allah. Bayath Allah, which means the house of God. Okay? "And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan." Dan was one of the tribes, which you had the land of Dan. The word Dan, done, is another way of saying judge. Because you got to go into them words, man.
That's right.
Because these niggas will go willy-nilly with them words. All right? So this Ephraimite, I got to get on them Ephraimites, man. This Ephraimite, this wicked ass Ephraimite, Rehoboam, he had put these 2 calves in key places in Israel, man. I'm sorry, Jeroboam, right? Right, and now 29, and he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in 30. "And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people." What does it mean, the lowest of the people? the other tribes. That's why when Gad came over here, Gad had medicine men. Why? Because Jeroboam had made the Gadites priests.
That's right.
And Gad wasn't the priest, they weren't the spiritual men.
That's right.
All right? They were the warriors. And he made a house of high places and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month of the 15th day of the month. I wonder if Nate's following that feast, like unto the feast that is in Judah. And he offered upon the idol. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made, and he placed in Bethel the priests of the highest of the high places which he had made. 33. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even the month which he had devised of his own heart. And that's what you niggas are doing, man, with your black consciousness bullshit. And ordained a feast unto the children of Israel, and he offered upon the altar and burnt offerings. So he said, we're going to make a high holy day to worship these two damn calves. And not only did they worship these calves, they had the women weeping for Tammuz. They worship Merodach. They worship Bel. And that's what you niggas are doing. You're bringing up all that shit all over again. And what is the Most High, the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, going to do to you clowns? He going to destroy every last one of you, man.
Yeah, when you niggas talk about the community, that's you worshiping a god by the name of Baal Berith. And like Elder Tar said, we can't go willy-nilly anymore, meaning we have to have facts to back up what we say. And the website's entitled Berith, also known as Baal Berith. And down here it says Baal Berith was also known as God of the community. All right, so every time you mention the community, that's the so-called God that you're worshiping, Baal Berith. Now, segueing from there to Eldridge Cleaver, I did find some information on this guy.
I'm just playing devil's advocate,
but
I know the nigga ain't shit. He was set up. You know, all them guys are set up, man.
He was set up. Yeah.
Hey, the Moors were set up by the Moors were set up by the Illuminati. Islam was set up by the Illuminati. The Nation of Islam, all those groups were set up by the Illuminati, man.
Get this. It seems that he well, let me just read that for you. It seems he was living in France. Now, this is from Wikipedia. That's the information that I got. While living in France, Cleaver attempted to become a fashion designer. His most famous creation were pants with a sock-like codpiece outlining the wearer's genitals.
Which I already knew about that.
Okay.
Which, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, damn homosexual.
Anytime you in the fashion design, man, you better watch that guy.
Yeah. Because them guys were doing that. And Huey Newton got locked up. He came out of prison to proclaim the Panther movement. He tried to take over the drug trade, and I saw the documentary on that. His partner, Bobby Seale, admitted that. He said he pulled him to the side and said, "Look, Huey, you trying to take over the goddamn drug trade, and we supposed to be trying to get the drugs off the street." Then he became a lawyer, an esquire, right? But then he was a drug dealer, and he was a cokehead. That's why he got his head blown off.
He became a lawyer, esquire. That means his allegiance was to the Queen, all right, the crown in England.
Yeah. He became an esquire. You know, he was known as Dr. Huey Newton by the time of his death. But I bring that up because the guy had the Huey Newton button on his thing. Now, we brought out the scriptures where it said, "No man shall save you." You niggas, well, like, basically, you're not trying to save the people. Y'all worshiping that God, Baal Berith. That's really what y'all doing, man. Y'all just trying to find another way to worship them other gods because y'all the same people that we reading about. I'm gonna go back to this, man, if I may. Jeremiah 44:8. This is the Most High talking. And that ye provoke, and will I address that? I said, you call Elder Tahar horrible, and then I said on the video, I said, well, to you he is horrible because the words that he's speaking are horrible unto you because they're going to condemn you.
Yeah, but then when you came down to the camp, you was all like, see this man right here, I respect this man.
You
and
took
this
pictures
man,
with us?
You know?
The bitch came down 2 times, man. He came down 2 times, man.
And we got the video, man. When
Hey, somebody put a comment up there about you saying you shall forever be known as the ex-Israelite.
Yep. And then the video.
You can't come back in. You can't come back into this circle no more. Okay?
Well, you know what,
You
Elder
shouldn't even
Tahar?
waste your time coming down anymore.
That's why he's mad. Basically, you mad. That guy, Sarcophagus, is mad because the Most High kicked him out. The Most High kicked you out. You got put out. And that's why you're supposed to pray for forgiveness every day and be humble because the Lord could take you out of this truth, man. Like it says in Psalms 51, take not thy Holy Spirit from me. You're supposed to always pray, man, because we fuck up every day just in your thoughts. Or maybe we might go do some wicked shit knowingly or unknowingly, but that's why you got to pray to the Lord every day for forgiveness, man, of your sins. Obviously, apparently, you wasn't doing that. And then I'm looking at the guys, the crew that you was with. You were with a wicked crop of niggas anyway. Saaja, Arum, the Boston camp, the old Boston camp. Them niggas were wicked any goddamn way. And the guy that was supposed to be over them from the main school was nothing but a piece of shit. He wasn't Rahab. He wasn't even being a shepherd, man.
Yeah, he wasn't even going up there. That's why they were left to their own devices, man. And that nigga Rahab, that demon, all right, another adulterer, okay, because he had got with Barak's elder Barak. He had got with his woman, man, and everybody knew that Barak was dealing with this woman, and this guy got with the woman and popped the woman, man.
Yep.
And then he said, "Oh, I didn't know they were dealing with one another." Wait a minute, if you see them both walking home, kissing one another, you know, 1 and 1 should add up to fucking 2, nigga, huh? Because I'm telling you, if you would have did that to my woman, man. I would have, well, let me put it to you this way. I would have been up there and Comstock some goddamn way. You know?
Sing.
Sing.
Over there in Austin.
Yeah, sing and shoe program.
Shoe
man.
program, nigga.
Yeah, because there was a lot of bullshit back at the old school, man. And you know what? Yahweh Ba'ashem, I'm going to say in his name, okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to do a lot of killing, man. The Most High going to come in like Pinhead came into that club, man.
Yeah.
He going to say, let the games begin and commence to killing you niggas, man. You wicked ass, you of the tribe of Judah. You wicked ass motherfuckers from the tribe of Ephraim. Yo wicked ass, all right?
Yeah. You
wicked ass Simeonites, all of you, man.
Yeah.
And I have hate for y'all, man. Let me say that again. If you're the 2/3, I hate you, man. I hate your motherfucking ass. And I pray that the Most High get your ass right now, man. But anyway, this is going back to San Cobra. You came into first of all, you was in Islam. Then you got into Israel. Now you're into madness. Complete madness. You went from madness into truth back into another form of madness. Okay? This is Colossians 2. And I'll start at the 6th verse. It says, as ye have therefore received Yahweh Shai, the Lord, so walk ye in him. 7. Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. All right? Let me read that again. I want you to look these words up. Researcher. 7th verse. Rooted and built up. When you come into this truth, you got to be rooted. You got to have a foundation, and then you got to be built up. You can't be on one, which I see that in the New York camp in GMS. I see a lot of them guys came in, they got about 6 months to a year of information, and they just standing on that. They just stand. That's why I gave out them tests, man. That's why I gave out them tests. And I'm going to keep giving out tests, man. Because our job now, we in a time now of weeding you guys out, man. We in the time of weeding. See, we weed everybody out, man, including GMS. Okay, and you other camp leaders, it's time for you guys that are not right in your different camps, your prospective camps, you camp leaders are supposed to weed them out, man. These guys, these elements, these weak elements, and I'm not a man that's weak. The scriptures speak about a weak man that's sincere. You work with that man. But you got a guy he been in the truth for 4 or 5 years, and he pretty much he's on the level of a guy that been in the truth for 6 months. He shouldn't be in and he should be out of there, man. You know?
Yeah.
He should be in the shoe program. But anyway, it says, because you got to know that Hebrew, you got to know geography, you got to know prophecy, you got to know history, man.
Maps.
Right, that's what I said, geography. Yep.
God.
You got to know root words. You got to know that Greek. You got to know that Latin. You got to know how to make money, man. You got to know how to hustle, man. It says, rooted and built up in him and established in the faith as ye have been taught, because guys taught you. We taught you. Me, this brother, we taught y'all, all right? We taught y'all, okay?
Billy Blanks.
Who gave you this truth? Me and other elders, all right? Now, did we get it from other teachers? Yes, we did. Did we get it from other elders? Yes, we did. We got it from our elders, man. Have we become greater than our elders at this point in time? Yes. Yeah. King David spoke about that.
Yep.
He said, I become wiser than my teachers, man. That's right. Okay?
Yeah.
Read this again. Rooted and built up in him. Who? Yahushua. Now, if you rooted and built up in him, you would know his name and you would call on his name. Nate. Rooted and built up in him and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the black consciousness movement, after the traditions of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Yahushua. Okay? Now I want you to pull out some of these words. Pull out rooted, pull out built up, pull out established, pull out faith, pull out beware, pull out philosophies, traditions, rudiments. You can even pull out the word world if you want.
Okay.
But let's pull out some of them key words.
All right, here goes the first.
And that's why you in that Pan-African bullshit, man. I'm talking about you, Sand Cobra.
The first
Cobra
word.
in the sand.
Yep, the first word is rooted. Here's the Greek word.
Strong's G 4492, chrizao.
It says to cause to strike root, to strengthen with roots, to render firm, to fix, establish, cause a person or a thing to be thoroughly grounded. And that's pretty much it. You know, a tree is only as strong as its roots. You know, if the roots are weak, then the tree is weak. You know. The next word is built up. Here's the Greek.
Strong's G 2026, epoikadameo.
It says to build upon, build up. That's pretty much it.
That means to grow. Come on the next level. Don't wait for another guy to tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, brother, I think it's time for you to get a camera and open up an account and do your own videos, which guys ain't doing. And you got a lot of guys in GMS, I'm talking about in the New York camp, that got their hands in their pocket, man. Yeah. Eric Carr, they got their hands in their pocket, man. Oh, of course we know who you are. We might not say nothing, but we got our eyes on all you guys, man. Okay? We know, right. We know who's on fire and who's not.
All right, the next word is established. Is the Greek.
Strong's G 950. Bebayao. Bebayao.
It says to make firm, establish, confirm, make sure. That's it. You know, pretty much. Make sure. Establish.
Is there a root word? Go back to that and see if there's a root word. Do you see what the root word is down below?
Yeah, right here. Etymology. Yeah.
I think the word faith should come up.
No, this is the word that comes up. Bibios. Bibios. It says stable, fast, firm. Metaphor, sure, trusty. So that's the root word for established. All right, moving right along. Faith. There's the Greek word.
Strong's G 4102. Pistis. Pistis.
Conviction of the truth of anything. Belief. In the New Testament, of a conviction or belief respecting man's relationship to the Most High and divine things, generally with the included idea of trust and holy fervor born of faith and joined with it, relating to the Most High. The conviction that the Most High exists and is the creator and ruler of all things, the provider and the bestower of eternal salvation through Yahushua. Relating to Yahushua, a strong and welcome conviction or belief that Yahushua is the Messiah, through whom we obtain eternal salvation in the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. The religious beliefs of Christians. Pretty much fidelity, faithfulness, the character of one who can be relied on. All right, so that's all faith.
Yeah, because we had some guys in the past months that it was two guys at one time, they just stopped coming. They just stopped coming. If you can't make it, you got to call, right? But what's his name back at Mobile? Call. If you get Dan and Dave, if you're not sure of something, call. Call the office. Call. Anyway, these guys, they didn't even call. Now, the fact that they both left at the same day, meaning they were talking amongst each other. I don't know about this, man. I don't know, man. We had to do the years, man. And you know what? And guys don't even be man enough to come up to us and say, look, they don't say that they believe in this anymore and leave. They just leave, man. They just don't show up. And it's normally around wintertime, man. And we're looking to the fact that Passover is coming up, right? And we're looking for another couple of guys to fall off, man. Yep. Okay? Now, you might fight and stay in there and make the Passover, but you're going to eat the Passover unworthily, man. And that's going to be condemnation to yourself. Either way, if you leave now or if you leave after the Passover, the Most High got you. Okay?
The next word is abounding. Here's the Greek word.
Strong's G 4052. Perisuo. Perisuo.
To exceed a fixed number of measure, to be left over, and above a certain number or measure, to be over, to remain, to exist or be at hand in abundance, to be great, abundant, a thing which comes in abundance or overflows unto one. Something falls to the lot or to the lot of one in large measure. But that reminds me of the scripture, for much is given, much is required. All right? To rebound or to redound unto, turn out abundantly for a thing. Basically, it means in abundance. All right? To make abundant.
In other words, you ain't supposed to get in the comfort zone, man. You're supposed to constantly do these shows. It ain't about just going on the street and standing on the corner holding up signs.
Nope.
Okay? It's about building yourself up, constantly growing. Okay? Paul said, where you may grow thereby. All right?
Yeah. Well, I always use this analogy for you, brothers. This knowledge is like living water. And living water is always flowing. Living water is never stagnant. All right? It keeps on flowing, and you got to flow with it. All right? To make abundant or excellent. The Lord said on his right hand is pleasures evermore. You know, then the Lord said that we are lively stones. The next word is beware. Because in Colossians 2:8 it says to beware of false philosophy. Here's the Greek word.
Strong's G 991. Blepo. Blepo.
To see, discern of the bodily eye. With the bodily eye to possess, to be sight. Do you have the sight? Have the power of seeing. All right? Perceived by the use of the eyes to see, look, descry. To turn the eyes to anything, to look at, look upon, gaze at. To have the power of understanding. To discern mentally, observe, perceive, discover, understand. All right, so.
A lot of you guys don't even understand. You're just going through the motions.
Yeah.
You know? You're acting like you understand, but we can see y'all. We can see the dismal looks in your eyes, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The next word is philosophy. All right, here's the Greek.
Strong's G 5385. Philosophia. Philosophia.
Those of you who remember your Greek, you should know that the word Sophia means wisdom. All right, so philosophy is love of wisdom.
But in this case, it's talking about wisdom of the world. That black consciousness bullshit. And that's what you took hold of, Sand Coffin, or Sand Cobra, okay? Because you wasn't established in this thing, man. You were floating till something else came along.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for philosophy. Because you want to get with the right philosophy, which is what we teach.
Excuse me.
Which the word literally means love of wisdom. All right. Tradition is the Greek.
Strong's G 3862. Paradosis. Paradosis.
It says the act of given up. Objectively, that which is delivered, the substance of a teaching, of the body of precepts. That's pretty much it. All right. Well, I think the one more is rudiments and then world. You mentioned world. Yep. Rudiments is the Greek.
Strong's G 4747. Stoichion. Stoichion.
Any first thing from which the others belonging to some series or composite hold taken their rise, an element first principle. The elements from which all things have come, the material causes of the universe. Basically, the word means elements, you know, the coming together of elements. Like water. Water is H2O, 1 part hydrogen, 2 parts oxygen.
Yeah, like the elements or the rudiments that it's talking about is the rudiments and elements of that black consciousness bullshit.
In reference to the scripture. And the final word is world.
Strong's G 2889. Cosmos. Cosmos.
And basically, cosmos, an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, government.
Yeah, like the black consciousness government.
Yep.
Or the Israel government. Okay? In other words, when you come into this, you come into a circle. Then there's circles within the circle. Yeah. Like you got Nate and them. That's one circle, which is the false circle. ISUPK is another false circle. GMS is the right circle to be in. And you can't just be in this. You can't just be in this. Yeah. Guess guys that get kicked out.
That's right.
Okay, of our circle. We ain't trying to build. You know, we're doing what the Lord told us to do, but the Lord is doing all this to establish certain key men which are of the elect, which are of the chosen. If you're not of the chosen, you ain't going to make it, man.
I got a quick precept. This is 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. Now I looked up that word grow in that same chapter, 1 Peter 2:2, and the word grow is looks like auxano. It says to cause to grow, augment, to increase, become greater, to grow, increase of plants, of infants, of a multitude of people, of inward Christian growth, which is basically the growth of the truth, you know. So it's a constant growth. That's what Yahushua called it, living waters, because the living waters are constantly flowing, you know. They're never stagnant, you know. So in this thing, you always continue to grow. Anybody have anything else?
I got a quick precept back in Jeremiah 44:10. To these Afrocentric niggas, especially polite. This is the 10th verse. Jeremiah 44:10. They are not humbled, even unto this day. Neither have they feared nor walked in my law, nor in my statutes. Yeah, because these niggas are walking in that Afrocentric madness. And they're going to die in that, what the Most High tells them. This is the Most High talking by way of the prophet. My statutes, meaning you niggas are talking about trying to debunk Israel. You ain't keeping the laws. Y'all pushing and telling the people about something that has nothing to do with us, of the other nations, man, the heathen, that I set before you and before your fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will set my face against you for evil and cut off all Judah. And that happened. That happened back then at that time. That's why Israel came into slavery. At that time, the Most High sent the damn Babylonians down to destroy you, man. Destroy Israel, man. And then they went into captivity. He's going to do it again. And he's going to do it again. And the modern day Babylonians is the white man. Yes. Well, this is Babylon. Yep. This is modern day Babylon. And you niggas have brought Egypt in to Babylon. Y'all worshiping the ways of Egypt because you still got Egypt in your heart. So the Most High, the modern day Babylonians, which is the so-called white man, they're going to come and destroy you again, man. Yep. By way of martial law, like Elder Gabar said, with them stormtroopers. Okay? Whatever means they're going to use, them concentration camps, the guillotine. NRAPs. Okay?
Then if they chip you, then that's destruction too, because in Revelation, the 14th chapter, it says if you take that chip, you're going to take the missiles, all right? Essentially, the missiles are going to wipe you away.
Well, they're not going to know not to take the chip, you know, whether to take the chip or not, because they don't know the scriptures, because they debunk the scriptures. They go against the scriptures, man. You guys ain't teaching nothing. All you guys do is have debates. That's all you niggas do. You build up the debates, and you have debates about and all those debates are based upon bullshit any damn way. You ain't telling the people. You ain't warning the people. You ain't telling the people. You ain't telling the people that this white man, this devil, is getting ready to come down. The elite I'm talking about. Yeah. They're gonna come down on the people, man. They're gonna declare martial law. They're setting up a new world order. None of that stuff come out of your mouth, man. All that shit that you in that black consciousness movement is dead, man. It's dead.
Yeah, that's why you niggas are wicked too. You guys are fucking wicked, man. The people, y'all don't give a shit about the people, man. The so-called people that you claim, you don't give a shit. Elder Tahar just said, if y'all cared about the people like y'all say y'all do, y'all be warning them about that. The chip, martial law.
Money. They just care about the money.
But they don't know. They're just lost souls, man. Yeah. Like in Jude, the book of Jude, they're lost souls, man.
Done.
That's all they are.
Well, you
with
know
no water. Clouds they are with no water, man.
Yeah, like sarcophagus.
Twice dead, plucked up by the roots.
Yeah, but like Elder Tahar, sarcophagus, that's a good, I call you sarcophagus. A sarcophagus is a place where you put dead people. Okay? A sarcophagus, that's what that is. A tomb, basically. Now, you said, y'all, we got to deal with the more. What more? We are dealing with the relevant issues. Like I said in the video.
hold up, nigga. The relevant issues is martial law, all right? The mark of the beast, the New World Order being established, concentration camps, something that you idiots don't speak on, man.
Oh, and Elder Nate and Johanna are not speaking on the relevant issues. We ain't forget about them.
But they're part of the black consciousness movement too.
Yeah,
they're black unconsciousness too. So they're in that circle.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Like General Johanna said, absolutely. Because you guys talking about black people, Nate, black people, Johanna, black people. Okay? And then you, man, like I said, that brother, the light-skinned brother, Tazaria, you better, oh, and by the way, I had a dream about that guy the other night. I had a dream with that brother. I'm going to say this again, man. Spirit keep having me just get on your kid. You better get your act together, man. Now, I'm going to tell the brothers, I had a dream about you the other night, man. And it was a heavy, it seemed real, right? And through the Spirit, I mean, I could be wrong. The Lord said he can deceive you. Through the Spirit, I perceive you might be a man of the Lord. But you better get the hell away from Johanna, man.
Well, I mean, if he's truly a man of the Lord, the Most High gonna open up his brain, man,
his pineal gland,
his spirit to see the truth.
Yeah.
Whether he's seeing it, whether he's questioning it or not. Well, you should question the fact that your leader hasn't been out there, man. You should, you Nate Satan guys, you zombies. You should question why isn't Nate out there, man? Huh?
This is regarding staying relevant because learning how to flip houses or how to make money, get rich quick schemes. That's not relevant because don't you know that the stock market is about to crash? They're about to hand out a chip, a cashless to so-called society. So whatever little money you might make flipping houses is not going to do you any good.
Well, the elite is going to get ready to flip them. They're going to get flipped. Your women going to get flipped. Your children going to get flipped. And you're going to get flipped.
Yep. Yeah. Them concentration camps. So this is Isaiah 42:9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass." All right, these are prophecies which have come to pass. "And new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." So we do stay on relevant topics because martial law, the economy crashing, the Gurger troops coming over here, the launching of the ICBM missiles, all right, burning you up. Those are relevant topics because your lives are at stake.
Right.
All right.
This is what the Lord told Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3:17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." And that means just warning means just that. You give them warning, meaning what? You let them know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And those that be part of the elect among them, the Lord is going to open up their mind. They're going to get with this and get themselves together. The ones that are not, they're going to make mockery, and the Lord's going to set them up for judgment. And that's it. And then when these things come to pass, behold, they're going to know that a prophet has been among them.
Yep. I got this is the book of Hosea 8:1-3. It says, "Set the trumpet to thy mouth," which is what we're doing. "He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord." And that's that so-called white man. That's how he's going to roll on you, with his troops as an eagle. An eagle is known for its swiftness and its deadly attack. All right? And that's the symbol of the so-called white man, by the way, the eagle. And if you don't believe us, then pull out a quarter, pull out a dollar bill. You'll see the eagle on it. So it says, "He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord." What's the house of the Lord? Israel, you Israelites. "Because they have transgressed my covenant and trespass against my law. Israel shall cry unto me." And you niggas, you're going to cry in that day, man. Right? When these martial law troops roll on you, when they starve you out, when they shut up your homes, when you have those curfews, when they cut off the power supply, right? They're going to make your life a living hell. All right? Israel, then you're going to cry unto the Lord. You're going to want to know his name then and his son's name. Israel.
You ain't going to call on no goddamn Ra.
That's right. You're going to wonder, what's that name them guys used to stay in the streets? What's that name?
You know what, man? How you going to worship some fucking Ra and some this pharaoh and that pharaoh. When you got Arabs and crackers digging your forefathers up, man, and opening up the tombs and shit and examining their goddamn bodies, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about we gonna call on our forefathers. The forefathers in the spiritual realm, man, waiting to go back into slavery because the Egyptians are coming back. The black Egyptians and other Africans are coming back in physical form to serve slavery under us, the Israelites.
Yeah, there was a period in Europe. Now, I mean, I don't know the exact date. I ran across information. I'll bring it up on the Google. But there was a period in Europe where there was a famine, and them crackers was going into Egypt and digging up the mummies and them old pharaohs, and it was straight up eating them. Cannibalism.
Okay, so the crackers were eating your babies.
That's a heathen.
How you like that?
Yeah, that's a heathen.
And you gonna eat your babies too. You Israelites eat your babies. You stupid asses, you are Israelites, you gonna eat your babies, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
A lot of you gonna run up into the mountains and you're gonna die up in the mountains and you're gonna eat your babies, okay?
That's right. Yeah. So going back to Hosea 8:2, it says, Israel shall cry unto me. Like I said, when they cut off the power supply, when they cut off your food supply, when you can't drive your cars anymore because the roads have become, roadblocks. What's that? Impassable. Yeah, the roads have become impassable. The roads have become roadblocks. When you can't come out of the city, when you're trapped in the city, then you're going to cry unto the Most High, just like it says here, Hosea 8:2. Israel shall cry unto me, my power we know thee. Israel have cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue them. That's the third verse. So who's the enemy? The so-called white man. And he's going to pursue you. And those of you that he don't kill, he's going to try to put chips in you. And he's going to be successful to a certain point.
Yeah, I got to say this, right? I was watching I Am Legend. When you go to YouTube, the movie doesn't come up, but they'll show you scenes from it. And there was one that said the beginning, the opening, first 5 minutes. Because if you put up the whole movie, they'll take it down. Anyway, they showed the 5 minutes and shit, first 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And they showed this guy running through the city or driving through the city with the dog, right? And there was a point where the sun started going down and the alarm went off on his watch, right? So he looked at it and it said somewhere around 5:20, 5:19, 5:20, 5:21. So you know what I did? I went to the new moon calendar, right? And I looked at the times, and that time that it fell on was February, like around the end of the first to the beginning of the second week of February. And then at that same scene, they showed the billboard, they showed the gas station, and the gas was like $6.49 a gallon, $6.99 a gallon. Then they had the billboard of Batman, Superman, and they wasn't even talking about because that movie came out in 2007. They wasn't talking about Batman and Superman. Now they're putting it together because Ben Ashcraft, he gonna play in it now. All right, so they're gonna have Batman and Superman together. Now back there in 2007, they didn't even mention that, man. And we all looked at it like a joke. But I looked at that, show you that I research, I check out everything, man. I said I saw the watch. I went to the calendar, all right, and it said. And matter of fact, look it up, brother. Go ahead and look it up. Go to the calendar, and go to like the first into the second week of February, and see where the sun goes down. And it's gonna come up February 9th, 7th, around there. So I put all that shit together. Now something could happen not January, but February. Okay, because they show you shit in the movies. Oh, they showed you Sandy Hook in the Batman thing. They mentioned Sandy Hook. Okay?
February 5th, 2014, the sun goes down at 5:18. February 6th, 2014, the sun goes down at 5:20. And February 7th, 2014, it goes down to 5:21.
So, and we got to keep our eyes open. Maybe something might not happen, you know, but something getting ready to happen. Something really getting ready to happen. Something major is getting ready to happen. I'm not saying something gonna happen during that time, But I noticed that in the movies and the Illuminati, they work through these blockbuster Hollywood productions.
And then in that same movie, when he's driving on the road, if you look really close, you see quarantine. The quarantine symbols all over the movie, you know. And they're still trying to push that biological warfare on the people through because people are getting those flu vaccines and all that. So they're breaking people down. The chemtrails, the food that you're eating, so everybody's system is breaking down. So it'll be easy for them to get sick.
Yeah, and then in the movie they spoke about the Crippen virus that was supposed to cure cancer, but it made everybody into zombies. And if you look up the word Crippen, the word Crip means a hidden. It basically means to hide something. Like a rich man has a crypt where he keeps his belongings, his secret stuff, his money, his documents. So crypt means to hide something, to encrypt something. All right.
Oh, and Polite, by the way, he held in the fact that he was a Crip. He said, "Y'all want me to start Crip walking?" So the
Crips was set up by the Illuminati.
That was all set up,
and the Bloods was set up by the Illuminati. The Crips wore what color? Blue, right? Blue is a color of the spirit of the hidden world. All right. When you look at your veins, the blood in your veins are really blue. Any doctor will tell you that, man.
The blood is blue. Yeah.
And as soon as you cut that vein and the blood comes out, when the oxygen hits it, when the light hits it, so to speak, it turns red.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
So don't be telling us we ain't relevant, man. You niggas ain't relevant, man. If you were relevant, you'd be teaching the people that they're Israelites, man. You wouldn't be teaching that Kemetic bullshit.
Yeah, and then I looked up the word warning, and in the book of Ezekiel 3:17, and the word there is Zahar, and it says to admonish, warn, teach, shine, send out light, be shining, to be taught, be admonished, to teach, warn. To shine, send out light. So basically, you're supposed to be warning the people, enlightening them to what's happening. So when it comes, they'll be ready. Like the scripture say in Ezekiel the 13th chapter, that your prophets out there like the foxes in the desert. They see the enemy coming, but they're not warning the people to get ready for war, to get ready for what's coming. But that's why it's going to come upon you, and you're not going to know what to do. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But before that happens, there's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Look. These devils have not been spending all this money on bullets, on tanks, on MRAPs, on guillotines, SWAT teams.
The local police are now militarized, man. Okay. Hey, Andy Griffin ain't gonna come and knock on your door. It's gonna be a SWAT team busting down your door.
That's right. That's why the Lord said this. He said, this is Luke 12.
You know what? All this shit about the black woman is God. We're gonna see if they God when all hell breaks loose, man. When martial law is declared, I'm gonna see how much of a God your women are.
That's right, because women be the first one to scream when something goes down.
The first one to die. That's your booty right there. Your spoils of war. Part of the spoils of war are the pretty woman.
That's right.
It tells you that in the law.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do when all this hell's breaking loose? What you gonna do? Sit up in one of those halls having goddamn debates with some fucking bullshit PowerPoint?
They might bust into that damn debate and grab your motherfuckers up.
That's right. Oh, matter of fact, they show you that in that movie. They Live. They were having that meeting with this underground meeting, and then the cops came busting through, shooting motherfuckers up. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So you people, you have no clue of what's going on or what's happening. But then here it is, the men that are out there teaching and telling you things that's happening, you trying to ridicule them and trying to debunk them.
But I don't care. Hey, like Joe said, what was his name? Joe? What was his name? Ed. I don't care. Well, he's going to get ate up any damn way, man. He's going to get Mosai going to kill you, Ed. You motherfucker. You old low-life piece of shit. Y'all don't know this guy, Ed. But you will know him after a while. Because he's going to be famous. Second Ezra 15 and 58. It says, they that be in the mountains, because when all hell breaks loose, some of y'all going to get killed. Some of y'all going to run up into the mountains, right? It said, they that be in the mountains shall die. Duck Dynasty, they're going to be up there. the patriarch of Duck Dynasty, he going to be up in the mountains shooting ducks. It says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. And that's getting ready to happen, right? That's getting ready to happen. Okay, so you talking about the Israelites like to eat their babies. It explained what the reason why they ate their babies. You're going to start eating your babies.
This is Matthew 24 and 15. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. You know, so you guys are going to be fleeing. Some of you going to get away, you know. You're going to be in the woods somewhere.
Well, that was talking about back then. That's exclusively talking about back then. But you can apply it to now, but it's exclusively talking about back then, during the time of 66 to 70 A.D., during the reign of Vespasian, Titus, and so forth.
That's right. You know, so you know, you're gonna have because you know the scripture say what's written aforetime was written for our learning. So you're gonna have similar things that's gonna happen today, and you're gonna get caught up in it. You know, you're going to be in those mountains. Some of you are going to be in the woods somewhere. And some of you may have a little bit of survival skills. You know, but what's going to happen is eventually you're going to run out of supplies.
You ain't got no one thing about you, Jakes, you ain't got no damn survival skills, man.
Hell no,
you ain't got enough food in your refrigerator or your cupboard to last you 2-3 days, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay? Now, them crackers, they're all into that shit. Them preppers, man. They're all into it. They got stockpiles of food and so forth, man. And they showed you that in that movie, The Road, man.
Yeah.
They had one in the one house, him and the boy. And that movie you should watch like every couple months. Just to keep you going, man. You know, just to keep that shit in your mind. Because they showed you how it's going to be. They gave you an idea of how when all hell breaks loose. Because in the movie, when you watch the director's cut and you hear the director speaking, which we might watch tonight, he speaks about the guy, I think he's originally from Australia, and when they had them brush fires, the first thing you did, you filled up the tub with water. In case the water got cut off, you got water in the tub to drink from and to wash yourself from that water, all right? But he was breaking a lot of things down. And they're giving you an idea, of what's going to happen. See, Esau knows what's going to happen. Esau has an idea of what's going to happen. You niggas are waiting for the next great debate.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, in that movie, The Road, when the nuclear destruction came, my man, you know, Mordenstein was the guy. His woman was when it first went down.
Bugged out. She lost it.
Out.
She disappeared and just died some goddamn way.
She's like, I can't take it no more. I can't take it. I just can't. He's like, no, come on, baby. We got to keep. No, I just can't take it. And she just she just left him and died out there.
What kind of life is this?
Yeah. So you women.
She said, they're going to find us and they're going to rape me and they're going to rape the boy. I think he said that, the son, and then they're going to kill us and then they're going to eat us.
Yeah. Yep. So you women, man, like Elder Tahar said, the man piggybacking off what he said, primarily you black ass women, man. You black women, man. Y'all just gonna be out of there.
You black women, well, you black men, because you black men are really women. You muscle bound niggas, you the weakest niggas out there. Mentally, you a lot of you big bound muscle niggas, you weak up here, man.
Yeah.
You got weak hearts and weak minds, man. But you women, you gonna freak, you gonna flip, you gonna bug out. You men, you niggas, you rock hard niggas, you gonna bug out, man.
Yeah.
You gonna freak out. Your kids are gonna freak out. Okay.
Like that song, freak out. Le chic, le freak. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna really be singing that song in that day. Cause Y'all gonna freak out, man. It's gonna be a stone gas, man. You niggas are gonna get it, man. You gonna get it. Okay? I can't wait till Yahweh Shai bring this thing on. We waiting for it, man.
But it's right around the corner. 2014 is a couple of days away. You think that the Illuminati gonna drag their feet? They don't want to drag their feet. They want shit to happen. They gonna make shit happen, man. And then the Most High gonna make Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is gonna make things happen, man.
I had a precept too. Yeah, go ahead. Amos, let me see, where was I at, man? Amos the 5th chapter, right? This is going on with the most, because being that we getting on you 2/3 Israelites out there. The Lord's gonna get you, man. Okay, how about Hashem Yahweh Shai gonna get you?
Can't help you, and you can't help yourself. You can't say I want to be an Israelite. You have to be chosen. You have to be a part of that elect. Okay.
Shit. Matter of fact, the 4th chapter is good too. But I'm gonna read. I'm gonna start 5 and 1. I just want to hit some key points throughout the 5th chapter. I mean, even the 4th chapter is bad. Pretty much, it's the Most High just getting on you niggas, you Israelites. Not when I say niggas, I'm talking about all the tribes, man. Okay? All you tribes. You all niggas to me. Because you other tribes, and we get on Judah a lot, but you other tribes, man, you ain't getting away from nothing. Y'all wicked as all goddamn hell, man. You Mexicans, man, you wicked. You down there killing each other, chop them drug cartels, man. Wicked as all goddamn hell. And you Puerto Ricans, y'all just on a whole nother level, man. Idol worship, faggotism is real high amongst you Puerto Ricans and lesbianism.
Simeon, man.
And Simeon.
They're wicked, evil ass.
Well, I'm going to say what Elder Tahar said years ago. He said, this is something Elder Tahar said years ago, which I'm pretty sure he said, look, man, them goddamn Dominicans, they just come to America to sell drugs. Y'all just come here with the aspirations of becoming professional drug dealers, man, and drive some gypsy cabs up in Washington Heights, man.
And then your daughters marry Edomites, man.
Yep.
Among you Ephraimite young girls and Simeonite young girls, you aspire to marry a cracker.
Yep. Look at Sammy Sosa. Look at him.
That dude, he gonna die. But there's no hope for him. There's no hope for him. There's no hope for that motherfucker, man. That dude's a fucking embarrassment, man.
He's all messed up. And you Gadites and you Reubenites, all y'all want to fucking do is have powwows. Every this shit is going down, man. And then every fucking summer, all y'all could think about, we're setting up for the powwow. This powwow and that. All y'all want to do is go to some fucking powwows, man. Okay,
that's a conscious community among.
That's the conscious shit. Go to some fucking powwow. Yeah, I'm gonna dance at this part. You got some of you stupid tontos. All you do your whole life is just like you run into one of you motherfuckers. Yeah, so what's going? Yeah, man, I'm going to the NCU powwow. You going over there? Yeah, I'm gonna dance over there. Yeah, then I'm gonna go to the Shinnecock powwow. Then I'm gonna dance there. Then I'm gonna go up to Mohegan. I'm dancing there. And then,
sound like the black conscious community. They talking about the next great debate.
That's it.
Which is a joke. And then saw a nigga. He said, I ain't gonna have it. There's gonna be one camera in this one, and I ain't putting it up on YouTube. And then after a couple of days, it came up any damn way, and I put that shit on. I watched 5 minutes. I said, man, what the fuck am I watching this bullshit for, man? You know? Like I said, you had one guy that drove from Texas, Jake, drove from Texas. Now we all of us in here, almost all of us in here, we drove out there, man.
Yeah,
we were ready to kill each other, man.
On the way back.
Don't go. We were ready to kill each other, man. 2 hours in, we were ready to kill each other.
Yeah.
Hey, but when we got down in the Tennessee, boy, we like looking at each other, man. And then coming back, Arkansas and shit, man.
They're coming back was hell, man.
Hey, but this dude drove from Texas to New York to see that debate, and he drove 1,500 miles. And guess what? He did it for nothing. He didn't know. But that's how much he thought how important that important information was going to be. And there was nothing important. There was no important. We're the ones that got the important information. Maybe if we put it on DVDs and sold you DVDs for $25, maybe you start thinking that this is the truth. Maybe you got to put a price on something, man. Here we are giving it to you for free on YouTube. And then y'all talking shit.
Yeah.
You got something to say.
Yeah. Niggas like to be hustled, man.
Niggas do like to be hustled, man. Nate found that out, And General General Yohana found out about that.
So, nigga, that's why I said.
Well, the whole black community, black consciousness community, is all about money. At the end of the whole deal, it's all about the money. Like in there's a Roman saying, and it's que bono, which means who stands to profit.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, follow the money trail. Okay.
And that's it. And so, nigga, that's why I said I ain't mad at you. You about your money, man. You just that's your hustle. But just admit it, man. Tell the truth. Say, look, I'm here to hustle you niggas. And then, son, nigga, if you came out and said that, niggas will still follow you, man. Because niggas like to be hustled, man. Niggas are stupid, man. You're the biggest consumers in the so-called white man.
And year after year, you niggas, hey, you know they'll build malls all in the Bronx and out there, and they built up that thing in Brooklyn. Off of Atlantic Avenue. I remember that was like pretty much wastelands, and they built all that shit up, man. And them so-called Jews knew that money was gonna come there, man.
Yep.
They knew that, man. Anytime.
By over there by Brooklyn Academy of Music, right?
Right. I remember when that was the warehouses and nothing. Yep. And now that shit is like that's like a mecca of entertainment now,
and the
man.
Staples Center, not the Staples, the basketball centers.
Yeah, what's the name of that center?
The Barclays Center.
The Barclays Center. The Barclays Center.
That's like 34th Street.
That's like a new Times Square. That's like a new gathering place for entertainment and shopping and all that. And they know, Esau knows this. They study you. What you niggas don't understand is Esau studies you, man. They study you, man. And they know when they open up a big mega mall, they know they're gonna make money.
Hey man, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Amos 5:1. Hear ye this word which I take up against you, even a lamentation, O house of Israel. Lamentation, man, that's mourning. You see? So you know what? Basically, man, what's coming for you is what we're talking about right now. Right? Y'all niggas are going to debates and y'all having fun and partying, but pretty soon it's gonna be lamentation. Many of you niggas are gonna be mourning. You're gonna be howling, man. Okay, because y'all ain't gonna have no food to eat. And y'all talking about the Israelites ate their babies. You are the Israelites that's going to be eating your babies. A lot of you niggas and you black women got them kids. Talking about the kids, my babies.
You're going to be seasoning them motherfuckers up. You're going to get that Lowry seasoned salt, you know, and I'll put them in the ovens and eat them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. Especially the black woman, as greedy as the black woman is, you can't go without eating. Black woman and the Latino woman, y'all love eating and shoveling that face of yours, your pie hole.
Stuffing your goddamn pie hole.
Yeah, nigga woman. That's what it was the thing on that. One day I eat my baby, and then the next day you eat your baby. That's coming back, man. The Virgin of Israel is fallen. Yeah, that was a debate. That y'all gonna have debates on who baby gonna get eat, man. She is. You hear that, polite? Anyway, this woman's pregnant. Y'all gonna eat that baby, man. Guess what? That baby's probably being born so you and your wife can eat it, man. How about that? All right. The second verse. The Virgin of Israel is fallen. She shall no more rise. She is forsaken. And a lot of y'all gonna be forsaken, man, when you go in them camps, them concentration camps, and that guillotine. It's going to be just like the French Inquisition all over again, man. They were chopping heads off, or the French Revolution. Man, that guillotine was going day and night, man. I didn't watch many documentaries on that. That guillotine, boy, was that damn guillotine was going day and night. When they were like a factory, man. When they was beheading the French monarchy.
Yeah, motherfuckers lined up and shit, peeing on themselves, shitting on themselves. Yeah. And then they're gonna burn people at the stake too.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, you faggots. See, the white man is pushing this homosexual thing. Well, the white man is a faggot, but when that time comes, they're gonna find all you homosexuals and lesbians. They're gonna deem you undesirables, man, and contraband. And you're going to be getting killed, man, you faggots, because they ain't going to have no use for you. Right now, they're setting y'all up just to further break down the moral structure of this so-called America.
And the white man has no more use for you, you Negroes.
Yeah.
Your part, the part you played was back, 100 some odd years ago when you was in hardcore slavery. They got Mexicans now for y'all. Mexicans. Go to any restaurant and sneak in the back kitchen, man. I don't give a damn if a Benjamin restaurant.
Yeah, Benjamin got
you go to the
slavery.
West Indian, the Golden Crust. You know who's cooking them oxtails? Fucking Mexicans,
Yep.
man. You know, goddamn making them damn oxtails, man. East Indian food, Mexicans are cooking it, man. Chinese food, Mexicans. A lot of Mexicans are cooking that shit, man. Italian restaurants, Mexicans are motherfucking cooking, man.
Yeah, because Elder Ricard mentioned about the guillotine. Now, here's a story being circulated on the internet. America ordered 30,000 guillotines. And it says here, why would, this is from the Dave Hodges Common Sense Show. It's a website I go on sometimes. It says, why would the government want to store guillotines? Gunderson told various patriot groups, now that would be Ted Gunderson, that the guillotines were being stored for the day that the government declares martial law and moves in to round up and execute American dissenters. Now, what's interesting about this article is America has never used the guillotine to execute anybody before. So why would America order 30,000 guillotines? You know why? Because they plan to use them. Gunderson prophetically told patriot groups that the federal government was going to keep track of all of us. The last statement has indeed proven accurate given the recent Snowden NSA scandal. And that's basically it. So the point is, well, let me read this down here. It says the guillotine has never been used inside of the United States. The United States has executed people by firing squad, hanging, the electric chair, and lethal injection. The U.S. has never executed a convicted criminal through the use of the guillotine. Given these facts, then why in God's good name would this government import 30,000 guillotines, as Gunderson claims? So that's a good question. You know, and the answer is they're going to use it during the hour of martial law, and it's a quick, effective way of killing people. Plus, you have
to harvest your genes, man.
Con. Plus, you have something called the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, which they want a population reduction. The elites feel there's too much people on the planet Earth, so they want to they call it thin the herd, so to speak. So they want to kill a lot of people, get rid of a lot of people. The guillotine can do just that.
Yeah, I got a scripture here. This is Revelation 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, there's even legislation, and we've brought this out before. HB 1274. HB means House Bill. Now, this was for the state of Georgia. Death penalty, guillotine provisions. So this is a provision for the guillotine. Now, this is under Section 2 of HB 1274. All persons who have been convicted of a capital offense. Now, if you come against the New World Order, that is constituted as a capital offense. If you see the thing that we teach, that's coming against the so-called New World Order. So that would be deemed as a capital offense, all right? So it says all persons who have been convicted of a capital offense and have had imposed upon them a sentence of death. Now, if you go back in the history, they imposed a sentence of death upon Yahushua. All right? That's what the trial that Yahushua had when he was taken from the Garden of Gethsemane.
And another reason why they're going to behead you with the guillotines, because they can execute you and burn you, but what they're going to do is they're going to feed you to other people. There's going to be a shortage of food too.
Yeah.
So what they're going to do is they're going to behead you, and they're gonna cut your body up, chop you up real nice, and then package you, and then they're gonna be making steaks out of humans. Okay.
Oh well, that movie
Soylent Green. Yep,
Soylent Green was about that. Yep, Soylent Green, and the actor Edward G. Robinson, he was trying to explain to what's his name, the guy who starred in the movie, the great Charlton Heston. Yeah. The great actor Charlton Heston.
The great Charlton Heston,
yeah,
whose movies are no longer in demand.
Movies, yeah, Khan. Yeah, he was trying to explain to him, look, Soylent Green is people. And he wouldn't buy it at first, and then when he found out, he flipped out, man. You know? So let me just get to the provisions. It says, all persons who have been convicted of a capital offense and have had imposed upon them a sentence of death shall, at the election of the condemned, and they're going to hold trials too during the hour of martial law. Just like Yahushua, they had a trial, right?
Well, they're going to be summary proceedings.
Yeah.
Look up the word summary proceeding. Let me see, where's my dictionary?
See, all you have to do is...
summary proceedings. I'm going to get the blacks.
Yeah, all you have to do is remember what Yahushua went through. All right? That's why the scriptures say, he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So some of us, we're going to have to endure that, man. You know? Yahushua had to endure it. He was put on trial. And a sentence of death was pronounced against him. All right? So till the brother gets the information, it says, shall at the election of the condemned suffer such punishment either by electrocution or by guillotine. All right? If the condemned fails to make an election by the 30th day preceding the date scheduled for execution, punishment shall be by electrocution. All right, but that's the point. They're going to use those guillotines to kill a lot of you Israelites, you know. And if you go in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it tells you how the other nations have come as a confederate against you Israelites, you know. As a matter of fact, if we want to get that, the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and just go right to that point.
Okay, I'll go back into Amos. Well, this is going into the lamentation. Well, hey, jump right back into the point. Shall no more rise. She is forsaken upon her land. There is no noise to raise her up. Okay, for thus saith the Lord power, the city that went out by 1,000 shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel. That means, like the brother said, the elder just broke out. A lot of you Israelites, y'all going to be getting put to death out here, man. That show you it's going to be a large death rate by way of those camps, those executions. So all you niggas out there, man, yep.
Trials, executions.
So that means all you guys, predominantly of the 2/3, y'all going to be dying, man. So Aneta and all you guys talking about this, that, and having debates. Y'all gonna be the debate. The white man gonna stand you up in front of him and pronounce judgments of death upon you and your women and your children. For thus saith the Lord, 4th verse. So this is what's coming, man. And you sitting there talking about we don't deal with the relevant issues. We're gonna deal with more relevant issues. I want to know what it is. Aside from the chip as well, which the white man ain't gonna have to force y'all to take the chip. Y'all gonna willingly take the chip. If he get, you know what? Y'all would take the chip right now. If the chip came out today, a lot of you niggas and the other tribe, y'all would take that chip tonight, man. Y'all take it tonight. All they have to do is get Jay-Z and 50 and all these Floyd Mayweather and all these top influential, rich, famous Negroes and Latinos to make a commercial. Yo, rock that chip, man. Get the chip. Rock that chip, yo. Jay-Z will get up there doing the Masonic symbols. He'll say, yo, man, make sure you get your chip. Beyonce and them, Denzel and them guys get up there talking, yeah, make sure you get that chip. They could do that tonight. The commercial could come out tonight. And tomorrow, yeah, man, lines for the chip.
Yeah, you know what proves that? Like they had them different entertainers talking about rock the vote.
Rock the vote.
You know, so you can go and vote. You know, vote or die. Yeah. So basically, they use these entertainers to push out bullshit so that you people can jump right on it.
Yep. Lesser illuminaries. Because I'm telling you, it's the truth. If Kevin Hart, he's like the new and up and coming guy, he get up there, yeah, man, make sure you get that chip. You niggas will get the chip. Like I said, Jay-Z said, y'all gonna get the chip. If LeBron James get up there, say he'll get that chip, man. You want to be able to play like LeBron James, make sure you get that chip. Y'all gonna get it. Kobe. Can't travel without it. I never traveled. They'll have a commercial with LeBron James trying to get on the airplane. That's right, man. Get that chip, man. You want to trade? Back in the days, they had the thing. Like when I was a kid, they had them. The American Express commercials. And they would get a celebrity. Your American Express card. Never leave home without it. They have Tully Savalas or somebody. Never leave home without it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid. And because prior to that, a lot of people, Jake wasn't into credit cards. That was an Edomite thing. When I was a kid, like in the late 70s, early 80s, a lot of Negroes and Latinos wasn't big on credit cards and shit like that. But then all of a sudden, they got them celebrities, and a lot they had Dr. J, Julius Erving, American Express card. Never leave home without it. So a lot of Negroes started getting the American Express card, man. So it's the same thing, and the card was basically the chip. Them credit cards and them debit cards, that's a prelude to the chip. That's a part of the cashless society, man, which they've been trying to bring in for the longest, which we've been telling y'all about for the longest, going back to One West. Brothers who used to bring Elder Tahar being one of the primary people talking about the cashless society. I remember that from One West. Okay? The cashless society, they're going to do away with the money system, man. Okay? So that nigga, General Yohana, he knows about the chip, but he ain't going to teach it. Nor is Nate. Them guys are demons. And Nate don't teach about relevant issues, man. Look at his classes about, the spirit, how to get from depression, or how about this, or how to deal with your woman. If you come home and your woman has an attitude, what do you do? How to keep the law, which the law is important, right? But we're under grace too. You can't keep the laws right now. Because really, if it was about the law, ain't none of us worthy, man.
For all have sinned and fallen
That's
short of
right.
the glory.
All of us deserve death right now. If it was all about that, man.
I got a scripture. This is Psalms 35:8. I'm sorry, I'm going to start at 7. Start at 6. There's a lot of meat in this thing, man. I'll start at 6. It says, let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. 7. For without cause for without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. 8. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall. So that applies to you black consciousness guys, because you guys came down in peace, but you videotaped us for like 2 hours or an hour and a half, and then you just put the parts down and make us look bad, which really you didn't make us look bad. Okay? So that net that you cast, let it be cast on your ass, man, and on Esau's ass. The Illuminati, the net that you cast over us is gonna fall right on you.
That's right. I'm gonna hit the points with this. Back in Amos, the 5th chapter. Let me see. Where did I leave off? What verse was I in? For thus saith the Lord power, the city that went down. It's showing you a lot of you niggas and Latinos and the other tribes gonna be dying, as Lahab would say, and he gonna be one of them. The Most High gonna start rolling on you.
If he ain't dead already.
If he ain't dead already, he might just be in a coffin somewhere, man. Okay? City that went out by 1,000 shall leave in 100. So them numbers gonna be decreasing. A lot of you niggas are gonna be dying, man. You're gonna be dying, man. Okay?
I got something else. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. We normally go to 3. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, but of the times and seasoned brethren. Now the brethren is talking about in the circle, the true circle. This does not include you, Nate, or Johanna, or Bubble-Eyed Blackfish, okay? It says, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So you're not going to escape. 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. 5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. Ye are not of the night nor of darkness. So that's plain. The ones, see, that's why, Nate, you made a statement. You made a video, a DVD with your so-called men talking about what your, the last question was, because it was dealing with your 10th anniversary. Then the guy Lunkenberry said, "Well, what do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years?" And they were talking about how the Israel Uniting Geist IUIC is going to be bigger and this and that. I would have said, "Look, I ain't thinking that far. I ain't thinking if the Most High deems it, then so be it. But I ain't thinking like that." And then Nate, you made a statement in one of your videos maybe 4 months ago. And you said we can be here for another 20, 30, 40 years. That shows you that you ain't right, man. You ain't right at all, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesieth of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power.
That's right. I'm going to finish up right here in Amos 5 and 3.
And then we're going to close it.
And that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel. For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, Seek ye me, and ye shall live. Which you niggas ain't seeking the Lord. You ain't seeking the Lord. Y'all all into that Afrocentric shit, taking people away from serving the Most High. You guys, them niggas are trying to debunk, pretty much they're trying to debunk the Most High. They're saying the Most High don't exist, Israel don't exist, but them different African gods exist. But that's why when you read up in the verse up, that's why the Lord said a lot of you gonna die, man. Which you have the 2/3, yeah?
And with that, we're going to say shalom.